Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I think it might be just me for right now, but that's okay if it is. Welcome to anybody who is watching the VOD later. By the way, I should mention, chat, right now it is raining pretty heavily at my house. It's been raining almost all day here. So I hope the rain isn't coming too loud on the mic. I'm not sure if my mic is picking it up, but it might be. In any case, I suppose a little rain doesn't hurt. It's good for the trees, good for the animals. But yes, I hope you all are having a good day today. One thing that I wanted to mention before we look at today's game is that you might have noticed I recently posted an update on YouTube saying that I'm close to being finished with a video that I'm currently editing. And initially in that post, I was hoping to get the video out this week. Alas, I don't know if that will be possible anymore. I am very close to finishing the editing. Probably in just like another hour or two of work I can finish that. But part of what has excited me about it is that I've commissioned a thumbnail for the video, and I believe the artist is still working on that. To be clear, any delay is not the artist's fault because I commissioned the thumbnail very late, but I'm hoping that perhaps here in the next few days that that will be complete, and then I can have the video out and ready to share. So probably sometime early next week, I'm thinking, is most likely when that will take place. So stay tuned if you are interested in further details on that. But for tonight, I shall be playing a puzzle game. That's right, a game called Storyteller. And I don't know too much about this game, apart from the fact that the stories are the puzzles. Or the puzzles are the stories, maybe I should say. That solving the puzzles involves deciding how a story should end and like what the various components of it are. So I was kind of intrigued by the premise, and since people have seemed to enjoy me struggling with puzzle games before on this channel, I figured why not go ahead and dive into it. So with that in mind, let us proceed. So as you can see here, chat, here it is. Storyteller, yep. Yep, now it should be displaying. And I think the sound should be at a good level. If it's too loud though, let me know. And I can certainly change the sound. Also, I think I might make myself a little bit more in the corner right there. Actually, maybe make myself a little bit bigger too, so you can see me just a little more easily. Yep, there we go. This is probably a little bit better. I don't think this game will take too long. I have looked up how long it takes to beat this game usually, and it looks like it's maybe about like a 1 to 2 hour game. So this might be a relatively short stream. Of course, the exception is if I start struggling with the puzzles to such an extent that maybe it takes me like hours and hours and hours. And you never know, that could happen. I'm not above having that happen to me.
Storyteller, a book about building.
I'm just lowering the volume a little bit. All right. A book about building stories. Let's get into it. Well, I seem to have reached my first impasse, chat. Namely, how to get past the main menu. I hope you all will believe me when I say that I'm clicking on the thing, but nothing seems to be happening. Oh, well, I have to like click on the right-hand side of it.
Lies a crown.
Of course.
It is bestowed only to the finest storytellers of the realm.
Oh, so I gotta get the crown.
Is empty, save for a title. It is your duty to fill these pages with the most captivating tales. Complete this book and prove yourself worthy of the title of Storyteller.
I see. So I have to prove myself worthy of being the teller of stories. Well, I think I'm up to it. I mean, I've told stories before. I have some experience in this realm. So I'm not too worried about it, personally. Chapter 1, Life and Death. Okay, it has Love, Heartbreak, Afterlife, and Miracle. I guess these are the 4 sub-chapters here. Love. That's a good place to start.
Adam starts alone, finds love, and dies happy.
Make a story with this title. Actually, I suppose I am slightly in the way. I'm going to lower myself a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. Now you can maybe see the gameplay a little more easily. So every time I click out to OBS, the gameplay window disappears. It's one of those kinds of games. It doesn't like being open at the same time as I click in a different window. But maybe you all can still see it. It blacks out on my screen whenever I click in OBS. But let us proceed. Adam starts alone, finds love, and dies happy. Make a story with this title. Okay, so we know the first part of the story is that he starts alone. I'm guessing we put him over there. Okay. Oh, yeah, right, yeah. He's got the blank heart thought bubble to show that he's alone. Okay, finds love. Well, guess we put him here. I wonder who his lover could be. Wait, if I put Adam here, will it have him loving himself? Oh. Because that's a kind of love too, you know, self-love. We should never discount the importance of loving yourself, chat. I kind of wish the game let us do that as like an extra creative solution there. But it looks like we'll have to go the slightly more expected way and have him fall in love with Eve. So yes, they fall in love. What a beautiful part of the story this is. And dies happy. Since he dies, I'm guessing, okay, yep, Adam on the tombstone. But at least he's happy. He died while he was in love. Also, Estella, hello and welcome. We should all have self-love for real. That we should, you know. I'm in full agreement with you there, Estella. Hope you're having a good day, Estella. So that is... Oh, okay, then I turn the page. Oh.
Heartbroken.
Eve dies heartbroken because she doesn't have Adam there. Guess that's the other side of the coin, chat. So Adam died happy because his love was in his life up to the very end. But now things are not so happy for Eve. Okay, scenes. We have love, death, Adam and Eve. Well, if Eve dies heartbroken, then I suppose that has to be the end. So we can't make that the beginning. Scenes. It's like we... Oh, I've got to put the scene before I can put the... put the Adam and Eve. That's right. Okay. So, love. Eve's going to be her alone. Right. She's looking back at where she and Adam first met. And she's thinking of how alone she is. Or actually, no, wait. I only have 2 scenes to work with, so that means love has to go in both of these. That's right. They start out in love. We're doing a bit of a non-linear narrative in this story, chat. Even though Adam's already died at the end of the previous chapter, apparently, like, now he's alive at the start of this one. And we just have to say, okay, now Eve is alone, but apparently she's happy at least thinking of Adam. That's kind of sweet. Thinking of the love that they shared. But now that she's alone, yeah, you can see how sad she looks, even on the headstone, the drawing of her. Doesn't look very happy. Eve dies heartbroken. Wait, why isn't it advancing?
Seeing the ghost.
Oh, maybe I completed it? Oh, I can advance even if I don't complete the stories.
Eve dies.
I see. Axe rewriting the Bible, yes. One of my favorite pastimes, Estella. Yep, you know me so well. So if Eve dies heartbroken... Oh, wait, I think I see what it is, chat. I need to take this, or I need to change the background of the scene. I need to make this the death scene. So Eve is looking back. That's right, and then she dies. For whatever it's worth, I think my earlier way of doing it still worked. Like, the game should have counted that. It was just a different take on the story, but it was still describing, like, what happens in the story. But apparently the game prefers if I do it this way. Which is fine, you know. It works. It works.
Seeing the ghost of a lover.
Seeing the ghost of a lover. So maybe their story is not over, chat. We have ghosts in this story. This is going to be a ghost story here. Seeing the ghost of a lover. Well, I guess if I start with the love, then maybe that's the right starting point. So they love each other, but then let's say it's Eve. So Eve dies, but then Adam is right here. He's sad because he's thinking of Eve having died because she died in the previous panel. But now here her ghost shows. Okay, we are in business, chat. I'm seeing how this game is working. I kind of like this game so far, even though the puzzles so far are pretty simple. You know, I'm sure that's just because it's at the start. They'll get more complicated later. But it's kind of cool to think of like, oh, we have to complete the puzzles by completing the story.
Heartbreak with a happy ending.
Heartbreak with a happy ending. Well, let's see here. If we start with love, so I guess that's the common starting point of these stories, is they fall in love with each other. It's cute. Yeah, it is kind of a cute game, you know? And sometimes it's nice to play a game like that. Just a game that's kind of chill, kind of cute, you know? Doesn't have to be super serious. Doesn't have to be the kind of game that you speed run. Just a game you can relax and enjoy for its own sake. So heartbreak with a happy ending. So I'm guessing that means they have the love and then there's a death. Maybe this time we'll make it Adam's death. And so then after that, well, she has her heart broken there, so I guess that covers the heartbreak. But if we have... Oh, we have to have a whole panel for Adam revival. So like, he comes back to life. And luckily not as a zombie. He still looks pretty normal. But then after that, they find each other again. Yes. We've reached our happy ending, chat. Now I think the biblical rewriting is complete. And that is the end of the love section. Okay, that was a nice little tutorial for there.
Heartbroken.
Eve dies. Heartbroken. Oh, wait. I've already done this one.
Adam starts alone, finds love.
Oh, I see. These were all of the ones that I thought I just did the first part on love, but love, heartbreak, afterlife, and miracle. Each of those is a puzzle in its own right. This might actually be a shorter game. Shorter game than I anticipated. Okay. We're already in the next... Okay, there's 60 of these total. We've already done 4 of them. The ceremony. Okay, it's not letting me continue here.
Life and death.
But I've already done this part. Oh, Broken Hearts, Chapter 2. That's the next part. I think so far the hardest part of this game is just figuring out what to click on in the menu. It's one of those ones where it's a little... not obvious exactly what the next thing to click on is. But I'm figuring out a little bit, at least.
A heartbreak is healed.
A heartbreak is healed. Wait, for real? Yeah, I think so. It's one of those games where they try to trip you up just in the menu, you know? And I can respect a game that does that. You know, sometimes it helps just to keep the player on their toes, you know, making sure the menu looks a little bit strange. Oh, by the way, I'm going to turn my head so you can see that's Isabel there in the corner. For anybody who can't see. But my fat head is in the way as normal. So a heartbreak is healed. Well, following the pattern of the previous ones, it seems like we need to start with the 2 characters in love. But here we have 4. We have Edgar, Lenora, Bernard, and Isabel. So if we have Lenora and Isabel... Hey, maybe we can make this a Yuri. Let's see. Okay, yes, the game is going to let us do that. Okay, so we have the love there, and then there's a death. Let's see, if Lenora is still alive, then we'll make Isabel the one who meets a tragic fate. She dies, and then Lenora is still left, but a heartbreak is healed. Oh, let's see, does Lenora find someone else? Like maybe, let's see, Edgar or Bernard. Who is the right kind of guy for Lenora? I'm thinking she looks like an Edgar person. Yep, doomed Yuri. Was not expecting the game to go there this soon, but here we are. At least she found Edgar after, he seems like a nice dude.
Rejected by own spouse.
Rejected by own spouse. Well, I see the theme of this chapter coming through. This really is a heartbreak chapter. So, Lenora, Isabel, and Edgar. Let's see. We'll start with the doomed Yuri again. So I think that's the most tragic setup for a story like this. Wedding. Amnesia. Lenora gets amnesia. She forgets that she's married. So wait, after she forgets that she's married to Isabel, maybe she marries Edgar because she forgot she's already married to someone. And then rejected by own spouse. Or actually, wait. Hold on. I'm gonna have to move Edgar. If we put... Oh, I was thinking if we put Isabel and Lenora in the third panel, like maybe by that time, Lenora has changed her mind and she no longer wants to be married to her, but just because she's forgotten, like, that they're already married. Hi, Ax in chat. I hope everyone is having a great day. Thank you, Lotto. I am having a good day. And you've just brightened it by showing up to chat, so thank you. Yes, for Lotto, this game, I was just telling chat earlier that the way the game works is we have to complete the stories, and that is how the puzzles are completed, is we figure out how the story is to be completed. But sometimes it's not entirely obvious just what we should put in there. Like for this one, let's see, if we have them both get amnesia. Well, I guess that makes it a happy story because, like, they both get amnesia and forget they were married, and then they just marry each other again. It's like that Adam Sandler movie, 50 First Dates, except in this time, they both have amnesia. The game's not counting that as an answer. Okay, it has to be rejected by own spouse. You ever been rejected by your own spouse, chat? Can't say I have, but it must hurt. So we need a dark and tragic story here. I think. Oh wait. I think I know how to complete this story. So Edgar, right? After she gets amnesia, she marries Edgar, and then Isabel is mad because she's like, "Hey, what gives? I thought we were already married." And then Lenora's just like, "Oh, like, did we really get married? I just kind of forgot, Like, sorry, just like me being me, I forgot. Kind of like I forget sometimes, like, to get the groceries, this time I just forgot we were married. Not a big deal. Oh, Tylenol, also hello. He has seen this game before. It's so cute. Indeed it is. See Estella described as doomed. Yeah, it is. It's like doomed Yuri the game. Or I guess it lets you choose, like, whether the relationships are Yuri or not, but you could definitely take it in the doomed Yuri direction if that is where your heart inclines you. Which so far, that has been where my heart has been inclining me for these last few story panels. Of course, what I would say, you all know what I would say on this one, is, like, if I were Isabel and Lenora got amnesia and then married Edgar, I would just be like, oh, okay, well, now you're married to both of us. But I don't think the game's going to let us do that either. I think Lenora and Isabel and Edgar, they're maybe more traditional types. Like, you can see from the kinds of things they're wearing, it seems like they're very traditional in their thinking.
Everyone rejects
Everyone rejects Edgar. Edgar, I'm so sorry, my man, but the story's making me do it. Trust me, I know what it feels like. It's okay. You can post on Kitchen Cells later. There's a welcoming community there for you. So Edgar is here. He's at the chapel. He tries to marry Lenora. Oh. I was thinking she was going to reject him. This doesn't work. She needs to reject him. But here, Isabel looks kind of mean and... Okay, I guess no matter who I put here, they're going to initially fall in love with him. Maybe I need to have them start by falling in love, though, and then, like, they take the love back. They revoke their love for him. Maybe that's how the story is supposed to go on this one. 2 for 1, OMG genius. Oh, thank you. You all are so kind. I know, right? Like, that's the key thought, the key insight here is like, oh, well, maybe you could just marry us both. Doesn't have to be one or the other. There's plenty of me to go around, everybody. They need Axe as a writer. Oh, thanks. Well, now you all are too kind. You all are too kind. I appreciate it so much. Poor Edgar. Well, I mean, you can tell by looking at him, too. He seems like the kind of guy who would understand a place like Kitchen Cells. Trust me, Edgar, I get it. I'm right there with you, man. I understand. We'll get through this together, Edgar. Don't worry. After this, like we'll go to the sports bar or something, and I'll buy a round of drinks, and like we can just talk about it, you know. We can just talk about whatever your feelings are. Just unload it all on me. So, thinking, yeah, we don't start with the heartbreak. Because, oh, actually, I tell you what. So if Lenora and Bernard get married, and then Isabel, well, then she doesn't have someone else to get married to. Oh, wait. Then Isabel is alone at the altar. Well, I was going to say she dies, but then she doesn't reject Edgar. So it has to be a rejection. It can't just be she's not available by reason of death. It has to be the reason she's not available for him is that she, like, basically doesn't think that he's good enough. We could all use that sometimes. Oh, yeah. True. We all sometimes need a shoulder to cry on, you know, an ear to listen to us. Okay, chat. I'm really gonna have to focus on this one. This one's tougher than the others. Because initially I was thinking, like, okay, if I just have Isabel marry someone else. Actually, oh, so, okay, Bernard's the kind of guy who's loyal to Lenora, then. He's not gonna try to marry them both. I was thinking if he married them both, then maybe that's why Edgar wouldn't have anybody. How about Lenora? Okay, she's gonna be loyal too. Dang it! I was hoping, like, if only one of them would, like, be willing to cheat on the other, maybe that would be the way that I end up ensuring that Edgar winds up alone. Oh, wait, hold on. I think I just figured it out, chat. One of these two at the start, Lenora or Bernard, has to die. Because then we will have an odd number of people, which is what we need. So, Lenora, sorry, it's time for you to end. You're gonna have to go away. Imagine someone is playing this on a higher dimension with our lives. Ooh, a scary thought. A scary thought, because, like, I've been so nonchalant about just like, oh, like, yeah, this person will die. Hope nobody's thinking that about my life. At least nobody with the power to, like, decide. But you never know. You never know these things. So then Bernard is heartbroken because Lenora has died, but he quickly gets over it and marries Isabel. Yep, he is crazy for Isabel. Now, at this point, let's see, Edgar tries to marry... Oh, wait, Lenora's a ghost. I mean, she could still reject him as a ghost, though. So this is worth trying. Oh, wait, not Lenora. Tries to marry Isabel, she rejects him. Tries to marry Bernard, he rejects him. The only thing is, yeah, I think the reason why the game is not counting this one as working is this bottom left panel right here with Isabel as the ghost. Wait, hold on. I think I might have just seen the way to solve this. So these two are married to each other, which means that if Edgar wants to marry Lenora, she tells him no. Then Lenora mysteriously dies. Hopefully there's no connection between those two. Like, she dies right after she rejects Edgar. Could Edgar have had a hand in this? I hope not. Edgar doesn't seem like that kind of guy. But then, so with Lenora out of the picture, let's see, Bernard. What? Why doesn't Bernard like Isabelle? Or what? Sorry, why doesn't Isabelle like Bernard? Like, what did he ever do to her? I guess he's still fond of Lenora. He still has feelings for her. So that's why he rejects Edgar. So then... Oh, wait, yeah, she's a ghost. And then... Oh, wait, Bernard... Oh, dang, I was hoping Isabelle would, like, reject him somehow. No cheating, no whimsy. Axe, probably. Something like that, you know, something along those lines. Getting rejected by a ghost. That would be, yeah, a low point in one's life. It's like, hey, like, you're an ethereal being, you're not even real, and you're still rejecting me. Yeah, never have a ghost waifu chat. Rookie mistake there. Mysteriously. I'm a little disappointed, because I thought this one was going to work, but now I think this way of going about it... Oh, wait, actually, I know what it is. Bernard has to see that Lenore is dead, and then things are maybe set right. Also, Comey, hello. Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded, survived. Edgar the Great had 6 sorry wives. Some might say ruined their lives. Very much so. Yes, welcome, Comey. I don't know if you heard earlier, Comey, but for anybody who just joined and is wondering, this game has us complete puzzles by filling in what happens in the story. But it's a little tricky in this case, because we only have 6 panels to work with. And we have to make sure that everyone rejects Edgar. So we have Lenore rejecting him in the first panel. Actually, no, sorry, in the second panel, Lenore rejects him. Now Lenore's dead. Then Bernard. If Bernard sees that Lenore is dead, then he's willing to accept Edgar. So is Isabelle, too. Edgar the 8th. Yep. And hopefully the game doesn't get too grisly with the historical parallels, potentially. But I like that we're thinking of these. Yeah, remember when I said earlier, chat, that sometimes I struggle with puzzle games? Well, looks like the struggling has officially started. I'm sure we'll get this one eventually. It's going to take a little bit of thinking, you know? A little bit of putting on our thinking caps. So everyone rejects... Oh, wait, actually, well, I think I just figured out a potential new way of doing it, chat. And this is either going to be genius or terrible. So let's say Edgar dies. Then his ghost... Yeah, that's right. She rejects him because he's a ghost. And now Isabelle... Let's see, does she... She rejects him because he's a ghost. I like where we're going with this, chat. And then Bernard... Is Bernard afraid of ghosts too? He rejects him because he's a ghost. Hey, chat, we still have 2 panels left. Wait, why is the game not completing this? Why is the game not counting this as a complete answer? The story says everyone rejects Edgar. Look, game, I've made it so that everyone rejects Edgar. Like, they reject him because he's a ghost. Why are you not counting that? See, this is what happens sometimes, chat, when you are a little too creative for the game. The game just won't recognize the answer that you've come up with. The game will be like, oh no, that's beyond me. Wasn't expecting a user to think of this as a solution, even though it is a solution. Clever. Yeah, I mean, I wish the game would accept this. Because now I have to go back to the drawing board. Maybe a condition is he must live. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. And I'm sure it's going to make us use up all the panels available to us. As long as you haven't rejected yourself, you're good. Those are wise words, Komi. Wise words indeed. And also, it does bring up the question of, like, do we have to get Edgar to reject himself somehow? Because that is a creative possibility. I don't think the game will let us do that, because, like, if we try to drag him up here, then it just replaces him from one condition to the other. It doesn't let us duplicate him. But that is very much a worthwhile thought. Can you kill Lenore in panel 3? Okay, I can. Yeah, let's see. If we kill Lenore in panel 3. But yeah, then of course, she hasn't really rejected him, because I guess we'd have to change panel 2 in earlier if we go that way. It's like, I know earlier I had Lenore in panel 3. Like, maybe she marries Isabel, but then, let's say Isabel dies. Or actually, no, I need one of these to reject Edgar first. So then Edgar tries to marry Isabel, oh sorry, Lenore, and then he tries to marry Isabel. So now they've both rejected him. Okay, so I just need Bernard to be next. I think what comes next is maybe Isabel dies, or Lenore dies. And then, after that, Lenore and Bernard get married. And then no one is left for Edgar. Because now... Yep, okay, we figured it out, chat. We figured it out. Drew, Edgar's just like me. For real. Oh no, it's so sad. I really feel for my boy Edgar here. Don't worry, Edgar, if the game gives us any chance later, we will make sure that you find a lover. We will make sure that you find a partner, even if it's a ghost partner. That is my solemn promise that I make to you, Edgar. I will do everything in my power to help you out. I still gotta say, I prefer the solution I arrived at earlier, where Edgar dies and everyone rejects him because he's a ghost, but it looks like this is the one that the game wants us to pick out.
Surviving spouses find comfort.
Surviving... Look at this. I'll move my head so you can see it, chat. Stories can use fewer frames. Yeah, except I tried that in the earlier puzzle and it wouldn't count it, but apparently now the game's open to the thought of, yeah, using fewer frames. So surviving spouses find comfort. Also, Pola, hello. I finally caught a stream and it's just ruining Yuri marriages. In other words, you've tuned in at the best possible stream. Best/worst possible stream to tune into. But yes, hello indeed. Surviving spouses find comfort, okay. So there need to be some spouses here. Let's say it's... Okay, since Edgar got rejected by everyone last time, I'm going to give him love this time. So at least in this parallel universe, he's able to find love. Now then, after that... Let's say Lenora meets a tragic end. But then Edgar goes on to marry someone else. Like, maybe we'll have him marry Bernard. So then he finds comfort. Oh, I guess that one maybe doesn't work because it just is one spouse. One surviving spouse who finds comfort. So then, after this, maybe one of them needs to die. Like, let's say that Bernard dies. There seems to be a pattern with Edgar. Everyone who marries him dies soon after. Oh no. What is this man doing? And then Isabel. He finds comfort in Isabel. Oh, actually, you could use another frame there if you wanted, but yeah, you don't have to. Your Yuri survivors, yes. Pola demands it. Actually, that one was a little bit easier than the previous one. Broken Hearts. That is the end of chapter 2. Apparitions, chapter 3. I didn't expect that to work. Yeah, I gotta say, for me too, it felt like a little bit easier than I was expecting. I was expecting there to be some kind of problem with it. But somehow it checked out. Okay, chat. Make sure to grab a hold of your armrests. Maybe cuddle up with a blanket. Because it looks like this chapter might involve some spooky things. That's right, we're getting ready for Halloween here.
Edgar shocks himself.
Edgar shocks himself. Oh no, Edgar. You gonna be okay? So let's see. Death, mirror, amnesia. Well, let's say... Okay, he looks in the mirror. And... look at that little smile. He's like... Damn, I look good. Like, am I not a sexy gentleman? That's the kind of look that he's giving himself. I understand, Edgar. I often give myself that look in the mirror, too. But then he gets amnesia and looks back in the mirror. He looks a little more peeved about something in this last one. Oh, I guess because, like, he's forgotten who he is. He's looking in the mirror and thinking, like, who is that guy? I don't recognize this guy. I was thinking maybe that would be the shocking element, but apparently it's not shocking enough. Apparently the game's gonna make us find something yet more shocking. Oh wait, I bet I know what it is. He dies, and then sees himself in the mirror as a ghost, except his eyes are closed, so he doesn't. So he doesn't see himself, okay. If he would just open his eyes, maybe he could see himself. Or maybe mirrors don't show ghosts. Maybe that's the problem here. I was thinking you do 2 couples. Oh, for the previous puzzle, yeah, the survivors get together. That's a natural thought, and probably that way of doing it would have worked. I think the game just, yeah, decided to kind of be nice to me on that previous one. Bruh. I know, like, that's the thing. Like, sometimes in this game, like, things end up not working just for some random reason, and you're like, hey, this should be working. But then it just doesn't, you know? It's just that kind of game. Maybe instead of, you know what, let's just wipe everything. We need a clean slate on this one. We'll make, okay. He dies. But then he gets amnesia. And then he looks at himself in the mirror, and now he's forgotten that he's dead. Okay, actually, I kind of like that one. I think that one was well done. The fact that he has to get amnesia as a ghost, and then he's surprised by looking at himself in the mirror and realizing that he's a ghost. Because that would be a pretty surprising thing, you know? Like, I would understand if somebody was shocked at discovering that they were a ghost.
Heartbroken spouses are reunited.
Okay, we're reuniting the spouses here. So since they're heartbroken, I suppose they have to at first become spouses. But then there's a death. Since Edgar died in the last one, I'm gonna make Lenora die in this one. That way Edgar is still alive at least. Lenora dies, but then she revives. Now she's back to life. We have Frankensteined her back into existence. And now they fall in love again. They're reunited. Game, why are you not counting that? Oh, wait, is it because Lenora has to be heartbroken too? I see. So then Edgar dies, and then after, yeah, Edgar dies. Oh, she's not able to see him because she's a ghost. I see. Can't stick around as I'm feeling unwell, but it's nice to see you. I'm sorry to hear that you're feeling unwell, Tia. I really hope that you feel better soon, but thank you for stopping in and saying hello. It was very nice of you to stop in, especially given that you're not feeling well. So anyway, best of luck, feel better soon, and take care. Ooh, I have an idea. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd like to hear your idea, Comey. It's quite the story. Yeah, some of these stories are a little out there. You know, they're not the kind of story I would have thought of necessarily, but hey, like, I'll take it. Edgar's still too shocked after the last story. You know, fair. I don't even blame him for it at this point. Yep, keep Lenore in panel 3. Maybe ghost marriage. Sorry, backseating a little. Yeah, no worries. For a game like this, I feel like it's fine if we all kind of take part in it, and it could just be like a shared experience. So I don't mind that for this kind of game, at least. But, okay, so if Lenore is in panel 3, maybe ghost marriage. So I think that's a reasonable guess. I don't think the game allows ghost marriages, but it's worth a try. Let's see. Okay. Apparently, I'm going to move it a little bit so y'all can see it more easily, chat. Yeah, apparently Edgar is not the most into ghosts. Like, you know that question, would you love me if I was a worm? Well, it looks like if the question is, would you love me if I was a ghost? His answer is no. He is not jumping out of his seat to marry Lenora in ghost form. Gotta be a little more open-minded about these things, Edgar. I mean, really. It's still the same person. She's just now a different kind of... what's the right word? Just has a different kind of solidity, or lack thereof. But everything else about her is still the same. Maybe ghost marries... Oh, yeah. Maybe if it's like two ghosts marrying. So let's see. If Edgar is first heartbroken, then he dies. So now they're both dead. We're going to have a very macabre ghost marriage. Okay, it lets us do the ghost marriage. I guess they have to be like both ghosts or both regular humans. There's no interhuman ghost marriages allowed in this game. It's not quite that progressive. The game has every other kind of relationship, but the human ghost marriages, I guess that's a bridge a little too far. Different vessel? Oh yeah, like if she were in a different vessel, then yeah, maybe as long as it was like an actual human, maybe he'd be open to it in his human form. I could see that. Thank you for the wishes and for keeping coming on my behalf, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Yes, well, yeah, thank you everybody, by the way, for being here. It's very nice of you. And I'm doing well. So hope that you feel better very, very soon. Maybe they can both revive DK. Yeah, I guess it might be the case that they both have to revive. I'm actually a little surprised that it's not counting it right now, because the story just says heartbroken spouses are reunited. And they... Well, actually, I guess I know what it is, I think, is that Edgar was heartbroken, but Lenora was never heartbroken. Like, they're both reunited, but I guess they both have to go through the heartbreak. So, in that light, let's... And if we try to do, like, the ghost marriage, then even though Edgar rejects her, it seems like she isn't particularly heartbroken about it. Like, she might not even notice, because, like, her eyes are closed. I was thinking maybe that could be like the source of the heartbreak, is that like he's not willing to marry her as a ghost, but apparently she's not too upset about that. So I think what we need to do maybe is the revive, like revive her, and then after that, after this Edgar dies and she is heartbroken, then we revive Edgar, and then they meet again and find love. Wouldn't you know it? It works out perfectly. That's also something that I've noticed happens in this game, is like once a certain idea clicks, you just go with it, like click, 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 bam, bam, bam. Whoa, Romeo and Juliet stuff here. Yeah, I think Shakespeare might have been ripping off this game a little bit in some of his plays. Heartbreak for everyone. Like, isn't that like the title of a Shakespeare play? Like one of his lesser known plays, you know, Heartbreak for Everyone. Or actually, no, Love's Labor is Lost. But close enough, close enough. So heartbreak for everyone. Okay, that means they have to be in love at first if there's going to be heartbreak. So this time, let's say Edgar dies, and then Lenora is brokenhearted. Then Lenora and Bernard get married. But then let's say Lenora dies and Bernard is brokenhearted. So now we need Edgar to be brokenhearted, which means we have to revive him. And then... well, I was gonna say, like, if we have him try to marry one of the two... Oh, right, because now she's a ghost. Yep, so his heart breaks from seeing that she has passed away. Because he never got to actually see her grave. So once she appears to him in ghost form, I guess that's his way of finding out that now she's gone. Can't believe Shakespeare would plagiarize like that. I know, it's so sad. He's a good writer in every other way, but really, like, his tragic flaw, if you will, was playing too many Steam games. Kind of, you know, using some of the storylines, ripping off some of the storylines of some of the Steam games he was playing. Yeah, I will revive Edgar just to break his heart. I wish I didn't have to. I'm sorry, Edgar. Edgar, trust me, I am so sorry. If the game didn't make me do it, I wouldn't. Only doing it because the game told me I had to.
Broken dog dies happy.
Oh, this is kind of sweet. Old heartbroken dog dies happy. Okay, it's not sweet that the dog is heartbroken or that it dies, but like the fact that it dies happy at least. Like, that's something. Okay, so we have love. Is it going to have Edgar fall in love with the dog? Only one way to find out. Okay, good. So they love each other. So this dog is like Edgar's dog, and they have the true companionship, man's best friend. But then some time passes. And okay, yeah, we can't put anyone there. It's just the time passing. And then after that, let's say Edgar dies, but the dog is still there and is sad that his master is no longer with him. Yep. This is the beginning of a tragic story, chat. If any of you are the type to be sad when a dog dies, which, to be honest, like, who isn't? Might want to turn away for this one. So then the dog is there. Oh, but then Edgar revives and they meet again. Edgar comes back just for his dog. This is so romantic. I love the story. And then after that, the dog's journey is complete. The dog dies happy. Yeah, I'll move my head so you can see it, chat. See, that's what it looks like down there in the corner. This was kind of a sweet story. I love how imaginative it is to think of somebody coming back to life just for the sake of their dog. Like, they realize that their dog is sad, and they're like, no, I can't be dead yet. I have to come back. My dog needs me. Such a sweet story. Futurama reference? Oh, I'm actually not too familiar with Futurama. I mean, I've seen a few episodes. So I guess I made an unintentional Futurama reference there. But I'll take it. Revive Edgar, kill dog. What a messed up sentence I just typed. But that is how you complete the puzzle, so you're exactly right about that, Komi. Also, Zero, hello. Hello, hello. Zero, I gotta say, you missed some doomed Yuri earlier. That was very much the theme of one of the earlier chapters of this game, was doomed Yuri. So you can always scroll back if you're curious to see that. But since then, it's been kind of some somewhat strange stories, somewhat bizarre stories about death and lovers getting back together and heartbreak, going through all the essential tragedies of life in this game. Zero in the writer's office. Everyone looked busy, right? Yeah, chat's been giving me some helpful ideas too. Yeah, this game is weird like that. It is, it is. Yeah, I'd forgotten that in this particular one, yeah, apparitions was the theme of these last 4 chapters.
The cellar.
The cellar. Poison, tragedy, haunt, and envy. Okay, I know earlier, chat, I said that it looks like this game is kind of like early prep for Halloween in some ways. Well, it looks like that's going to continue in these chapters. I kind of like that theming, to be honest. I feel like it works well for a set of really short stories like these, is being themed around spooky things.
Lenora drinks poison.
Okay, Lenora drinks poison. Well, here we have the poison panel. Oh. I was thinking she was just gonna drink it, but she's just looking at it. Oh, wait, I bet I know what it is. She has to be motivated to drink the poison first. We have to give her a reason to drink the poison. In other words, chat, we have to make it so that she wants to kill herself. And I think I know how to do it. Okay. We give her a nice lover. Let's say that she ends up with Bernard this time. But then, tragically, Bernard meets his end, and then she decides to go out too. Yeah, I think this was definitely the part that Shakespeare kind of ripped off when writing Romeo and Juliet. What do you call an amoeba real estate agent specializing in basements? A cellar. Seller. That definitely is the pun. Yeah, I can't deny that. Yes, I always appreciate a good dad joke, though. So that is a good one, Comey. I didn't watch much of it, but one plot point was a dog waiting until old age for its owner who had traveled to the future, unable to come back. Oh, that is very sweet. It's a wonderful premise for a story. Lots of emotional resonance there. Rest in peace, Lenora. Yeah, for real. Like, I feel like Lenora deserved a little better than that. Like, if I were there, I would say, yes, Lenora, it's very sad that Bernard is gone, but there are other things to live for, you know? Like, drinking the poison, do you really think that's what Bernard would want? Like, he would want you to go on to be happy. He would want you to go on to marry other people, like Edgar, or Edgar's dog, or like, whoever, you know? He would want you to find that happiness in life. So I wish there were a way to tell her that. Can't believe Shakespeare rip off people like that. I know, it's really sad. Yep, didn't think he would, but like, just from looking at the game, it's obvious that that's what happened. Call me your band. Yes, I know, we all have a love-hate relationship with dad jokes, don't we? Oh, in the philosophy department dumpster, ooh. Yeah, I don't want to end up there. Philosophy department dumpster. It's where some crazy stuff goes. Some crazy books of philosophy end up going there.
Double poison.
Double poison, okay. So let's say... Oh, I think I already see how this one's going to go. These two fall in love, but then there's a death. So let's say Edgar dies, and then Lenora drinks the poison. So now she's dead too, but then she revives. And now she's like, okay, I'm alive. Time to off myself again. And she said the game counted that. I can't believe it. I didn't think the game was going to count that. I thought by double poison, it was going to be something like, oh, like Edgar has to drink the poison and Lenora has to drink the poison. Like, it can't just be like Lenora drinking it twice. But it looks like the game counted it. Like, the fact that we brought her back to life just for her to realize, hey, I drank the poison in the first place, nothing has changed. Like, it's time to drink the poison again. Yes, it's like a very morbid Groundhog Day, this particular story is. I think if we had tried to make it so that they both drink poison, then we probably would have needed that last panel. But we figured out a way to do it in only 5 panels. Don't even need all 6. See the yellow circle at the title? Oh, it's an alternate story. You're right. So it is an alternate story, an alternate interpretation of the double poison title.
Isabel is haunted by her husband.
Yep. Yeah, and it is a rough... This game is not afraid to like explore like really morbid premises for its stories. Like, haunted by her husband. I mean, I thought she'd be happy to see her husband's ghost, but I guess she's the type who's afraid of ghosts, maybe. Oh, wait. Fight. Chat. So, they have a fight. Yes, okay, this is where it goes. Like, Edgar tells her, like, hey, Isabel, would you stop nagging me about, like, all the things that you normally nag me about, like, every second of every day? Like, you're not my mother. Like, it's that kind of fight. Some harsh words are exchanged. And then, after that, what happens? Wine, okay. Isabel, oh, wait, I know what it is. After that, one of them has to die. And it's going to be Edgar. Oh, it's not letting him... I was thinking he would be, like, so upset from the fight. He's just like, you know what? If it's between facing Isabel every day and, like, drinking this poison, I know what I'm going for. Like, poison, where have you been all my life? But apparently, there's gonna... He needs a little more motivation, I guess, to drink the poison. Just he needs a little bit more. See, could Isabel... She gets an idea. I see. She gets an idea involving the wine. And Edgar goes out like a light immediately. So that's the poison, the fight, the wine. Then after that, let's say that Isabel is drinking her wine. Oh, okay, we can't put two characters in the wine scene. But now she gets haunted. I guess for that one we could have used an additional panel, but I'm not sure exactly how it would have played out. But in any case, yeah, and look how scary he looks there too. Yeah, this is kind of a spooky Edgar. But I've got to say, I like this side of Edgar. You know, showing his spooky side. And to be honest, Isabel kind of deserves it in this story. Like, poisoning him just because he had a fight, you know, come on. That's a little extreme. So I think you deserve to be haunted, Isabel. Sorry, but I have no sympathy for you. Alexa, play Haunted by Taylor Swift. That would be the right soundtrack for this. Yep. The perfect soundtrack, no doubt. Isabel, you're stinky. She is. In some of the other stories, she's nicer, but in this one, she's particularly malevolent.
Murder
yes,
of
a woman scorned. Speaking of woman scorned, it looks like we have some jealousy in this particular story. So let's say we have Edgar and Lenora together, but then there's some jealousy. Like, let's say that Isabel and Lenora... Okay, so Isabel wants to be with Lenora, but Lenora says, no, I'm with Edgar. And this is where the jealousy starts. Isabel gets an idea to poison Edgar. Okay. So then Edgar is drinking his poison wine. Oh, wow. Chat, we did that one in only 4 panels. Yes, more doomed Yuri, right. Zero, I don't know if you're still here, but this is giving a taste of the previous doomed Yuri in the stream. This is the content I come here for. Well, I'm glad to be of service, Komi. Very glad to be of service. Also, you could make it so that everyone meets their demise in that story. Might have to go back and try that one later. That was The Cellar. Cellar Chapter 4. This is so awesome. Yes, indeed it is. Now you gotta kill the... Oh, so people want me to do the alternate story? Okay.
Murder of jealousy.
Just for you, Komi, I'll do the alternate story. Okay, chat. So now we need to, like, everyone meets their demise. How are we gonna do that? Let's see. Poison. Wait. What if... Oh, okay. So then Lenora meets her demise because she drinks the poison of being sad from Edgar. And then... Actually, I'll tell you what. The fact that Edgar is now dead and Isabel's dead, maybe... Yep! It's a triple. We are 3 for 3, chat. They can't resist the poison in this one. That was actually easier than I thought it was going to be. I thought there was going to be a little more creativity required for like figuring out a way for everyone to kill themselves, but basically it's just like put them in front of a poison and they can't resist it. So that's the alternate story. Good day to buy poison corpse stocks. Oh yes. It's always a good day to buy poison stocks, isn't it? Beauty. Chapter 5. Competition, scorn, duplicity, and deceit.
Which becomes the mirror's favorite?
So which becomes the mirror's favorite? I guess that means she has to start in front of the mirror, and it has to tell her she's not the favorite. Story sounds a little familiar, chat. I think I might have heard of this one before, too. She becomes the mirror's favorite. Okay, so the mirror tells her, no, you are not the fairest of all. So then the witch, I think after this, doesn't she like cook up a cauldron of something like to give Snow White? Actually, no, maybe that comes later. So here we have Snow White in the forest, and yeah, the witch is like angry at her. And so then maybe the witch... Okay. Not quite. Yeah, I don't think, yes, Snow White just drinks from the cauldron on her own. I guess that comes later. Actually, wait, hold on. Maybe we have Snow White see the mirror. Okay. I mean, that tells us what we already knew, so we might have to delete that panel later. The call of the poison. Very much so. I'm actually a little surprised there's not poison in this story. Maybe the cauldron has poison in it. Might have meant Halliburton. Oh, I see, yeah. That's a reference I haven't thought about in a while. Just put them in front of poison they can't resist. Just like me with the cheese in the fridge at 3 a.m. Well, that's respectable. Yeah, 3 a.m. cheese is a very good late night snack. Especially if you have it with crackers. Like cheese and crackers. Sometimes I have peanut butter and crackers as a late night snack. In fact, I had some last night. If you all are curious. It was very good too. As long as it's the good kind of peanut butter. Like, you don't want the kind of peanut butter that has, like, a bunch of sugar added, but if it's just simple ingredients, you know, like peanuts and salt, like that with some saltines, like, just give some of that to me, and it's like, what else could you want in life, you know? Sounds vaguely familiar, yes. Yes, indeed it does. Smooth or chunky? I'm more of a smooth guy myself, but I will eat chunky peanut butter if it's in front of me. How about you? Do y'all have any feelings on this, chat? Smooth or chunky peanut butter? So, which becomes the mirror's favorite? I mean, I was thinking maybe we have her here. Then let's see. I guess in the next panel, do they run away? Oh, if we put them in, it doesn't advance the story at all. If we put the same things in the panel, it just has them doing the same thing. And she doesn't do anything when she's on her own. Oh, so... Oh, wait. I think I see what it is. She gets the stuff from the cauldron, and then maybe she gives some to Snow White. Right. I see. So then she turns Snow White into a frog, and now the frog is still fairer than she is. That's got to be rough. That's got to be so rough. Okay, I think I see what this second panel up here is probably not needed. I can instead move it like this. So now that frog is going to have to meet its demise. Oh, actually, maybe she has to go back to the cauldron. Yep. So now her spell is complete. And she is the fairest in all the land. It was a nice little story, you know, that one, surprisingly simple premise, but it actually took like a few steps for us to really get all the elements of the story laid out.
Curse is lifted.
Ooh, but the story doesn't end there. The curse is about to get lifted. Okay, so we have the forest. Oh, this one involves Prince Charming. So let's see, we have... Okay, they fall in love, and then they kiss. And why is the curse not lifted? We have to have... Okay, the witch is down there not doing anything now. Actually, maybe we have to do it like this, where... Okay, the witch is laughing at her. But then she finds love. Wasn't this how the curse is lifted? Like, she gets a kiss from the prince, and then everything's okay? Or maybe we have to have them... Okay, that's the same as before. Okay, I'm gonna hate having to experiment with this chat, but we just might have to do it. We might have to go there. Maybe the witch... Okay, the witch is not into Yuri. The witch is... I don't know if you all can see. I'm gonna move it down here. The witch is more into dudes. So, that's not gonna work. No curse yet? Yeah, I mean, I guess that could be part of it. Because, like, yeah, it looks like she's not a frog now. But, like, I have her and the witch in the top left panel, and, like, the witch isn't putting a curse on her at all. Like, the witch is just laughing at her. So I don't know how I get the witch to put a curse on... Oh, wait, maybe I have to get the witch to put a curse on the prince. Oh. Except no, she just falls in love with the prince. Okay, maybe the witch and the prince... Oh, okay, no. The prince is not into witches. Prince kits witch becomes pretty. That's what I was thinking it might let us do, yeah. Unfortunately, the witch is not up to the prince's standards. Not to say witch isn't pretty, yeah. This is so sad. It is. It's kind of a sad story. Like, even though the curse gets lifted in the end. Like, the start of the story, I guess, is kind of on the darker side. Let's see if we have... Look at the prince's face, too. He has, like, the most timid smile ever. Like, don't get any ideas, witch. Don't come any closer to me. Yeah, I think... Actually, do we need to start with the kiss? Is that how we... Because if we start with the kiss, then... Yeah, I think this is the hardest puzzle so far, because there are so few elements to work with. There's only 3 characters and only 2 scenes. Wait, actually, maybe we need to do, like, multiple tries with the kiss. Like, if the witch... If everybody gets rejected, basically. So then they go this way, and then maybe the witch is off by herself. The witch sees Prince, witch sees Snowy. Yeah, that's probably better than any of the things I've been trying so far. Like, maybe the forest has to come first. Witch sees Prince. Witch sees Snow White. And then... after that... Prince and Snow White kiss. And then... Actually, maybe it's more like... Well... I feel like we've tried every combination! Yeah, I really don't know exactly what this one is going for, because, like, we have them here, like, meeting each other, falling in love, and then they kiss. Like, how is that not lifting the curse? Unless the game is just, like, glitched somehow. Like, if I'm running into a glitch. Otherwise, I might have to do the embarrassing thing of, like, looking up a guide to see See how they want us to solve this one. What if you move the love boat to the beginning? That's a possibility. If I move the love boat to the beginning, so like they kiss, and then they follow, maybe swap top right, bottom left. Yeah, it could be. I've already forgotten which ones were top right and bottom left when you left your comment title and all. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind right now. But yeah, like if they fall in love, or they kiss, and they love each other. I mean, I'm thinking intuitively it would make the most sense for her to like encounter Snow White. Or actually, I'm guessing, I'm just calling her Snow White. I'm not sure which princess this actually is. I wonder if anyone which likes Prince. Prince likes Snowy, which curses Snowy, Prince kiss Snowy. That's a possibility. At this point, I think it's worth a try. Let's give your try a guess then, Nakomi. Let's give it an attempt. Which likes Prince? Okay. So which likes Prince? Prince likes Snowy. Which curses Snowy? Okay, yeah, maybe so. And then Prince kiss Snowy. Actually, let's... Why did that not work? I feel like it has all the elements. Actually, maybe we need to swap these two. Or if we put this one right here, then maybe that like inspires the witch to do a curse. Or maybe they kiss again. Maybe the double kiss, which needs to be more proactive with the cursing. Yeah. The more I think about it, the more I'm thinking there might actually be something wrong with this one. It seems to me like we've tried basically everything. I tell you what, chat, I don't normally do this, but I'm thinking might need to do a guide for this one. I'm not above admitting it. Sometimes in puzzle games like this, I have to look up the answer, and it looks like this is one of those times. So the curse, okay, this one, it looks like, okay, according to this, oh, actually, hold on. Okay, I think I see how it's doing it now. It looks like the game wants us to have the first panel be the witch getting rejected by the prince. And then in the second panel, it's the witch... Well, here in the video guide that I'm looking at, this is where she turns... Oh, wait. She turns the prince into a frog. I see. That's where the curse is levied. She doesn't curse Snow White. She curses the prince. And then from right here... That's right. The prince goes to the princess, but he's in his frog form. And then this is where they kiss. Jeez, that one was so... How was that one so difficult? Alternate title. Everyone rejects witch. Yeah, pretty much. Somehow, surprisingly, that one was just really tough. A kiss and a curse. Oh, okay. Wonder what if page 3 was missing?
Curse is lifted.
Oh, actually, yeah. Oh, I guess then she doesn't know it's the prince. But then, like, if she doesn't know it's the prince there, like, how does she know? How does she know it's the prince here? Like, it seems like the prince maybe is trying to tell her that he's the prince. Like, maybe it's a talking frog. But if that's the case, like, why can't he just tell her that on the boat? Why does he have to tell her in the woods? No, none of this is making sense. I think we all assumed Snowy was the one to be cursed. I know, yeah, I was assuming that at least. Because the frogs said so. Yeah, there are definitely some unresolved issues in this one. The main one being, like, why can't the frog just tell her on the boat? But
a kiss.
Anyway,
and a curse.
Few contrived elements in that last story, I gotta say. That last one, not quite my favorite. But it is behind us now, everybody. A kiss and a curse. And this only 2 characters, just the witch and the prince. So I think probably the way this one starts is we have the witch falling in love with the prince, but the prince ends up rejecting her. It looks like he's about to throw up. Understandable. Now, then, of course, the witch is like, okay, now I have to get younger so that the prince will like me. And then he encounters... Oh, but now she's actually upset at him, I guess, because she's like, oh, I wasn't good enough before, but now I am. Like, you're so shallow, prince. So then this is where she kisses him in order to curse him. And now he's... Oh. I guess now they actually love each... So yeah, if I move my head a little bit, you can see now in the bottom, they kind of have fallen in love. Not sure why she's mad at him in the bottom left panel, though. Tell you what if we do it like this? Okay, they still kiss, even if we take that scene out. A kiss and a curse. So if we put... Okay. The prince is not going to drink from the cauldron. Yeah, I didn't think there was much of a chance that he would. Let's see, if we switch these 2 panels... Oh, I see, we have to switch these 2. So, first, he rejects her. Page 1, boat... Yeah, page 2, 4. I think, yeah, you're right, Comey. Your instincts were exactly on the mark. So then she curses him. Actually, I guess we could take all this out, because... Oh, wait, first we need a kiss. Actually, maybe the curse comes first. And then the kiss. It's like, now... Oh. The witch just laughs at it. Okay. But maybe if he finds... Oh, I was thinking maybe, like, in his frog form, he could drink from the cauldron to reverse the curse. But it looks like that's probably not gonna quite be the case. In fact, I tell you what, maybe after this, the witch makes herself young. And then he's like, he pleads with her, like, come on, you know, make me... Oh, now she's turned herself old again. Actually, well, maybe we make them kiss now. Okay, yep, and now he is a prince again. I mean, to be honest, I don't know why she turned him into a frog first before just turning herself young, but I guess that's the way she does things. You know, she has to inflict a little bit of suffering before she can get what she wants. She wouldn't be a true witch otherwise.
Tiny gets a kiss.
Tiny gets a kiss. Okay, so here's Tiny. Actually, we have 4 characters in this one, including the witch. So there's Tiny. Let's see, is Snowy gonna kiss him? Oh, well. See, he has the hots for her, but she's not too into him. What about the witch? Okay, the witch likes him, but he's not into her. And what about the okay. So Tiny is mostly equal opportunity guy. He just doesn't like witches. Stockholm Syndrome. Oh yeah, maybe for the previous one it might be Stockholm Syndrome. Like once somebody turns you into a frog and you're dependent on them, Maybe then you're willing to, like, do whatever they ask. So I think I know what it is. Tiny is not... Yeah, Tiny says, like, no, you're... Or the mirror says, no, you're not the fairest of all. And if I have him here, like, just trying to get a kiss from the start, well, that's not going to work because the prince is not into him, Snow White's not into him, and he's not into the witch. So then maybe the witch... So the witch is getting rejected by basically everyone in this part. Okay. She gets rejected by Tiny and then basically rejected by the mirror. So then she turns Snow White into a frog. But then let's say Tiny... Oh, Tiny likes the frog. Okay. So then maybe this is where he and the frog kiss. Okay, good. We got it. Few alternate ways. Ungrateful Maiden and Prince saves Tiny. That one has 2 alternate stories. Wow. That was Beauty. Chapter 6. The Manor. Murder, Weapon, Telltale, and Fingerprints.
Butler's Rampage.
Butler's Rampage. Oh no. Hold me for this one, chat. Okay, so I think we start in the ballroom with the Duke and the Duchess. Actually, hold on, maybe... Okay, so the butler brings him the wrong drink. And then for the Duchess, she doesn't like the drink he brings her either. So now the scene is complete. The butler decides to get a gun. Okay, good. Oh, except we need to complete the story. Yeah, the rampage is not yet complete. Do you all see this? The Duke doesn't like the drink that he brings him, so he shoots the Duchess. I don't know if you ask me, that seems to count as the rampage, or at least the start of one. Maybe it needs to be like he has to shoot them both. Wait, you're telling me that counts? Like, okay, I was overthinking it because I thought, chat, we would have to at least give him some motivation for doing the rampage at first. Like maybe he has a legitimate grievance against the Duke or the Duchess, but apparently he's motivated to go on this rampage for no reason at all. Gotta be honest, I feel like the writing in this particular story is not quite as strong as some of the others. I feel like the butler needs a little more backstory than this. Duke feels relief. Okay. Well, okay, so the Duke likes the gun. We only have one backdrop in this one to choose from. Oh, wait. The Duke feels really... Okay, so... He's mad because he sees the gun there. Oh, the Duke feels relief because he sees the gun is back. Okay. So the butler took the gun and then put it back, and now the Duke is okay.
Murderer is arrested.
Murderer is arrested. Oh, we've got a detective in this one. See, if I turn my head, you can see the detective there. Remorse. Well, let's see if the butler is in the ballroom, and then the butler gets the gun. But then he feels remorse. Oh, he can't feel remorse yet because he hasn't done anything wrong. So sorry, Duke, you're going to meet a bad end, but now the butler feels remorse. He feels the crushing guilt of what he has done. Except we need another panel to show him getting arrested. I like that we never need to give the butler a reason for feeling mad. It's just he is automatically mad at the Duke. So now the detective... Yep, the detective catches him. He's a good detective. He didn't even need any clues. All he just needed was to be in the same panel.
Arrested.
Someone gets arrested, okay. Well, let's see if we have... Butler, the Duke, the Duchess, and the detective. Yeah, the butler's the only one who's drawn to the gun, so I guess I have to have him first. The ballroom. Okay, he shoots the Duke. Then just the... the detective's investigating him. Oh, the detective sees that he's dead. Okay. So now maybe the detective... He's given the detective the slip. Hate for the love of the game. Yeah, that's basically what the butler is acting out here. He's just someone who's so consumed by hate, he'll even kill his own Duke. I tell you what, maybe if he asks the Duchess. No, I was hoping she might give him some clues. Actually, I tell you what, maybe if the detective looks at... So he sees that the Duke is dead. He sees that the gun is missing. Maybe now is that enough? Or actually, maybe he needs to have a conversation with the Duchess. Because like now, like that's all the clues. Basically all the clues that he could want. Right, so maybe the butler needs to see... Or sorry, maybe the detective needs to see the gun first. So then... in the ballroom... Or actually... Then the butler takes the gun. Then the butler kills the Duke. Then... He's hiding the gun behind his back, though, so the detective can't see it. Like here, the detective is not doing quite as good a job as he was in the earlier panels. But I guess if the detective sees that, okay, the gun is missing, the Duke is dead, he still doesn't... He's not able to fully interrogate the butler there. I tell you what, one character I've been kind of sidelining this whole time is the Duchess, so maybe I need to incorporate her a little bit more. Like someone gets arrested. I wonder, could it be like maybe the detective just arrests the wrong person? Like maybe he arrests the Duchess? That would be kind of funny if he was willing to do that. Tell you what though, what if we... Okay, the Duchess sees that the gun is missing. Oh, maybe she confronts the butler. So he kills her too. Okay, wow. So now they're both dead. You would think that would make it harder for the butler to hide his crime, but he's apparently still pretty good at hiding it. Yeah, I'm thinking this first panel probably needs to go. I don't think anything important going on there. So then the butler, there's the ballroom. Yeah, the detective sees that, okay, the Duke is dead. Then the detective sees that the Duchess is dead, but it doesn't matter. He's still thinking of the Duke. I tell you what, maybe he needs to like talk with the Duke somehow while the Duke is still alive. Oh, wait, because now, look at the bottom left panel chat. He's asking the Duke about the Duchess. And then he's asking the butler about the Duchess. Could it be if... So he sees the gun is missing. I will be honest, chat. I'm having a lot of trouble with this one. Because we've seen him kill both the Duke and the Duchess, and the detective just does not seem to like be making the connection. Like if we have the detective here thinking about the Duchess, okay. But then here he's still asking the Duke kill both Duke and Duchess. Yeah, I was trying that a bit earlier, but it seems like it doesn't really make a difference. Like the butler is on a murderous rampage no matter what. Like we can have him kill the Duke and the Duchess here. But then yeah, the butler just, or the detective rather, just keeps thinking of like the Duke or the Duchess. So what if we have him talk to the butler first, then maybe we have him see the gun is missing, and then like maybe he confronts the butler again? No? But this is interesting. Yeah, if the butler sees the ghost of the Duke, and actually if the butler sees the ghost of the Duchess as well, maybe this is gonna like spook him enough to confess. Oh, except he's already talking to the detective and he still doesn't confess. I wish I could say I was hopeful for this one, chat, but somehow like it's really not obvious. I feel like all the pieces should be in place. Whether the detective sees the ghost? Yeah, that is a good thought. I tried that a little bit earlier, but it didn't seem to make any difference. Like if we put the detective here, and like even if we put it earlier, then like we have him see the ghost, and then after that, like if we have him confront the butler, then yeah, like having seen the ghost just doesn't seem to make any difference to his behavior. Like he just asks about the Duchess, and then the butler kind of hides what he's done. In this one, he's much more effective at hiding his crimes than in the previous one. What if he sees the gun and the ghost? Yeah, I mean that's a good thought too. I also tried that one a little bit earlier, but it didn't seem to make a difference. Maybe butler sees ghost and wants to confess. Yeah, I mean that would be worth trying, I think. Let's see. If the butler sees the ghost here, then yeah, it still seems like he doesn't particularly feel inclined to confess. I wonder, maybe he'll be inclined... Oh, well. I was gonna say maybe he would confess to the Duke, but no, he just shoots the Duke instead. I tell you, maybe if he sees the ghost of the Duke and the Duchess, maybe that is enough to make him think that he has to confess. No, except nope, he sees the ghost of both of them, and he still does not want to confess. I'll tell you what though, maybe if the detective sees both ghosts, could that be the way of doing it? Oh, I guess I haven't made him kill the Duke yet. Okay, so here, third panel. Butler kills Duke. Detective sees the Duchess's ghost, then sees the Duke's ghost. And like now he's got to know like who else is left to do the crime. Who else is left but the butler? Okay, chat. I won't lie. I'm getting a little frustrated with this one. I think it's time to consult the guide once more. So here is, okay, see now the way that the story is setting up. It looks like in the first panel, we had the first panel right. The butler takes the gun. Second panel right, yeah, the butler shoots the Duchess. Third panel is, oh, I guess the butler has to return the gun? Oh, maybe they like look at the fingerprints? Oh. Yes, it looks like, okay, I think that must be what happened. Okay. They find the fingerprints and then the detective arrests the butler. Yeah, so now I'm embarrassed because, like, you know, why didn't I think of that? But that's the way these things go sometimes, you know. The solution will be sitting right there, and it's just hard to pick out, hard to notice. So yes, fingerprints.
Crown intrigue.
Oh, actually, wait, did we solve that one?
Someone gets arrested.
Oh, okay. Wait, there was another way. You could make it so that an innocent gets arrested, which is probably harder to do. But interestingly, yeah, that one has another way of telling it.
Crown intrigue.
Crown intrigue. Okay.
4 deaths.
4 deaths. Only 2 characters, but 4 deaths. Wow. Okay, let's say we have a knight. So the knight kills the Baron. And then let's say the knight revives. Or sorry, the Baron kills the knight. Now the knight kills the Baron. And then the Baron revives. And now... How are we going to get 4 deaths out of this? Oh, I know. Butler shoots Duchess. Puts gun back. Duke touches gun. Oh, detective arrests Duke. Smart thinking, Comey, yes. That actually does make a lot of sense. Because the Duke was a big fan of the gun. What if the Baron commits suicide? Yeah, like, yeah, maybe he's weighed down with the guilt. Oh. Okay, he looks pretty comfortable with himself. But that was a good thought. 4 deaths. And then the knight's... I tell you what, maybe for this one... What if... We'll have him kill the knight twice, and then at that point... He's thinking of a crown there. I guess maybe he's thinking about, like, he wants to be king. Oh, what if we put him closer to the edge? What if the ghost scares him? Oh, right, yeah, we could, like, here... Okay, the ghost does scare him. Oh! You're right! Yeah, put him closer to the edge. That's what we needed. So first he kills the knight, then the knight kills him, then he kills the knight, then the knight's ghost scares him off the edge.
The queen is
What a dark
rescued.
and morbid story to fill so many deaths, to fit so many deaths in such a small number of panels. Very impressive when you think about it. The queen is rescued. Okay. I'm thinking we have... Actually, maybe we need to start with the kidnapping. Where, like, the Baron... Okay. The Baron kidnaps the queen. But then the knight rescues her. Oh. Oh, this one, and we can say, like, marriage. Like, maybe the queen marries the knight. And then, oh, revenge. The queen gets her revenge. Okay, that time we completed all of the sub-stories, chat. I think the revenge arc is my favorite on this one.
Everyone sits
on the throne? Okay. We have 3 characters here, the Queen, the Baron, and the Knight. Let's say we start with the Queen. Okay. And then maybe now the Queen is on a cliff, and okay. The Baron kills her, which means that now the Baron sits on the throne. Now he's looking out at his kingdom, but little does he know that... Oh. I was thinking the Knight was gonna, like, stab him, but... Now the Knight just looked kind of despondent. I mean, because he could kill the Knight, but then that doesn't really help us out very much. Actually, you know what? Maybe... Do we need the Knight? Oh, I see. We need the Knight on the throne first. And then the Knight died. Yeah, the Baron is really a dastardly fellow in this one. You gotta watch out for the Baron. Yes, he made everyone else pay the price.
Is forgiven.
Usurper is forgiven. Okay, so maybe for this one we have the Queen, but then she's kidnapped by the dog. Okay, I like where this story is going. Then the dog. Okay, here we have the usurper in the flesh, sitting there on the throne. But then he's forgiven. Oh, I guess if he goes back because he feels bad, and then he lets the Queen away, maybe then the Queen is willing to forgive him? Well, the dog's still on the throne in this one. And I was kind of hoping that would be enough, like maybe... Maybe she would just forgive him for letting her free. Oh, wait. So, maybe she forgives him, but now, like, there's gonna be a punishment. Like, forgiveness for her has to be preceded by a punishment. Gotta make sure the dog repents of his evil ways. Yep. Wait, how is this not the usurper is forgiven? Oh, maybe because she still holds a grudge against him for taking away the throne in the first place. So we have the dog in the cage. And yeah, we can't put the dog in the last one because the dog is in the cage. If you got rid of the first panel... Yeah, I could. I mean, my worry then is that the dog might not count as the usurper unless we have the Queen, like, first established as kind of sitting on the throne. But it's worth a try. It's worth a try. If we add a new panel at the end, I'm just not sure what it would be, though. Oh, wait. Maybe now she sets him free. Oh. Okay. Yep, she decides to forgive him by setting him free. I see what it is. Yeah, the thing that was throwing me off there was I thought we had to, like, start by, like, establishing that the Queen was on the throne, but I guess we were able to take that as background information, and we didn't need that first panel. So you're exactly right about that, Zero. Very nicely done.
Marries.
The Queen marries. Okay. Well, let's see if we have the Queen here. She's not going to go for the Baron. Baron's not up to her standards. So then... Oh, I tell you what. What if the Baron puts on a disguise? He dresses up as a giant lizard because that's the Queen's type. So now we put the Queen back here and... Okay, she's not into that disguise either. She's a tough customer to please here. Kidnap? What if... Or... What if the Baron kidnaps the Queen? Oh, wait, I bet I know. The Baron kidnaps the Queen, but then he puts on a disguise. Yep. And then after that, he sets her free, and this is how he makes her fall in love with him. What cunning manipulation he employs. Now she is willing to marry him. Alternate title. Me at Comic-Con 2007. That is just perfect, Komi. It's a beautiful image in my mind, the image that I'm imagining right now from that.
Secrets.
That was a good chapter. I liked the crown intrigue chapter overall. Red-handed.
Murderer gets arrested.
Oh, we've got another murderer arrested one. I'm not good at these. But I'll give it a try. So okay, we need the murderer. And then there needs to be a murder, which means the butler needs to shoot the Duke. There needs to be a witness. Oh, wait. Maybe... Yeah, it's only letting me put one character. Oh, I see. The witness is looking through the painting. That is so clever. The witness is behind the wall and sees the butler kill the Duke. So then the detective arrests the butler. Yep.
Butler gets fired.
The butler cannot get in a break in this game. He's always like rampaging or getting fired. Okay, I'm thinking probably first good scene is, yeah, the butler is told by the Duke that, like, no, that wasn't the right drink. And then only 2 characters in this one. So then the okay, then the Duke. Oh, he doesn't take the gun though. He just likes looking at it. Butler gets fired. So then, okay, I tell you, after this, maybe the butler tries to bring. Oh, it's still not the correct drink because the Duke changed his preferences. Actually, I can kind of understand the butler's perspective now. If the Duke keeps saying it's the wrong drink when it was just what he asked for the previous time. I think we just have to keep repeating this scene until the until the butler finally gets fired. Okay, one more. Ah, dang it. I was thinking we might... Oh! Wait, I think I know. So we know how much the Duke likes the gun. If the butler sees the gun and then takes it, then... Oh, well, he shoots the Duke. Okay. But then, let's say the Duke notices that the gun is missing. Just give the butler the gun, it's understandable. At this point, yeah, kind of honestly. I was a little unfair to the butler earlier. I was a little too harsh. Okay. But now the thing is, the butler has the gun, so he's going to shoot the Duke. Unless he puts it back. But maybe the Duke is still mad at him earlier. Oh, I was thinking the Duke would be mad at him for taking the gun earlier. But I tell you what, maybe the best way of doing it is if the Duke sees... Does he see the... Oh, he doesn't see the butler taking the gun because it's in the wrong place. But I tell you what, the butler must have to take the gun. And then... Oh, okay. He's carrying the gun around, and then the Duke sees it. Nice. Okay. But he doesn't find the Duke, so he puts the gun back. And this is where the Duke fires him. Yep. Ballroom. Yep. Okay. We figured it out. Yep, that was
Spouse gets vengeance.
a relatively non-violent ending for chapters involving the butler. Spouse gets vengeance. Okay. The Duke, the Duchess, and the Butler. We gotta find out what the... Oh, I bet I know what it is. The Butler kills one of them, and then it's their spouse that avenges their death. So here, I think first probably we have to start with, yeah, the Butler getting the gun. And then maybe the Duke sees what happens. The Duke sees the Butler kill the Duchess. And the Butler places the gun back. Now, at this point, the Duke, for the first time in his life, he has a look of violence in his eyes. And now, he completes the deed. He takes the Butler out.
Duchess gets murderer
Duchess
arrested.
gets murderer arrested. Okay. It's murderer arrested. So I'm thinking there needs to be a murder in this one, and conveniently enough, it's like the Butler is going to be the one who commits it. Probably gonna have to be against the Duke, because the detective's gonna have to be the one who makes the arrest. Or actually, you know what? I think I know what it is. Okay, so the detective is gonna have to see it happen. So then the Butler kills the Duke. Then the detective kills or arrests the Butler. Of course, in that case, we don't really have the Duchess getting the murderer arrested, so I guess that's the thing in this one. We need to give a more direct role to the Duchess. Like, she herself has to supply the detective with the evidence. So then, in that case, let's have her talk with the detective. And I guess he's going to arrest her just on... Or, sorry, arrest him, the Butler, just on her word. But we'll give it a try. Yeah, okay. That's all it took. She just had to make the accusation, and then he's in chains. Secrets. Oh, Justice, Chapter 9. Too bad Tia's not here. I think Tia would like this chapter. Justice.
Usurper dies.
The usurper dies. Okay, so we have here... Okay, the Queen is the one on the throne, which means we need to start by having the Baron usurp the throne. So now he is officially the usurper. Maybe if the Duchess witnesses it. Right, yeah, you were exactly right on that one, Tyler, and all. So that was the initial solution I was not seeing in the previous one. So if the usurper dies... Tia's chapter? It is Tia's chapter. It so is. I think we have then the... Well, he needs to be kidnapped first. Oh wait, she's already been kidnapped. Maybe the knight sets her free, though. The knight sets her free, and then we have the execution. Oh, okay, he's... Can we put someone else right? Oh. Okay, whoever we put there... Oh, we can't put him there because he's still on the throne. So I guess we have to... We have to make it so that he's able to find her. I tell you what, if we have it so that he gets kidnapped... Now she gets the throne. And now she decides that she can execute him. Okay. Yeah, I'll move myself down a little so you can see what it looks like, chat. I wasn't sure if that one was going to work, but it turned out to work pretty tidily in the end.
His head.
Yeah, knight lets queen out, kill baron, right. The tale as old as time, they say. So if the knight loses his head, then... Oh, I'm thinking I might know how this goes. Oh. I was thinking he might, like, kidnap her, but he's not going to kidnap her because he's the knight. He's the good one. Death. Okay. No, it's not death, it's execution. So the queen is... Oh, okay. The queen decides not to execute him. We need to make him do something first that makes him get the death penalty. We know he's not willing to... He's not willing to kidnap her. Divorced, beheaded? Oh wait, I did that bit. To be fair, it is a bit that feels like it applies at many points in this game. It's one of those jokes that, you know, you could say basically any story so far in this game, and it would fit, at least somewhat. So kidnap... So, maybe with the queen... Kidnap the knight? Oh, okay. No, neither of them are going to kidnap each other. Maybe the queen... The queen is on the throne, but then let's say she dies. So then the knight is heartbroken. But then he takes the throne, but he's sad. Oh, then if she revives, maybe she retakes the throne by taking his head. So you can see she's kind of angry at him now, but we only have one more panel. So actually, might have to move these around a little bit. Give ourselves an extra panel to work with. So she's mad at him. And then... Oh. Maybe she decides to kidnap him. Which means now she has the crown. Oh. We've got to... Oh, wait, I think I know what it is. Wait. Oh, dang it. Okay. Turns out, we need to have them, like, sitting on the throne. To transfer. Okay. I guess, I think I know what it is. Yeah, we could do without that panel. So, this one... She retakes the throne, and then the execution. Cover your eyes, chat. Knight loses his head. That one actually felt like a really complete story, you know? Like it had rising action, falling action, a climax.
The execution.
Everything just fit in perfectly in that one. The execution. Okay. It's another Queen Baron story. Which means... Let's say we have... Okay, the queen is kind of turning him down, so he's not happy about that. I wonder, does he kidnap her after? Okay. So he kidnaps her after. But then... We have amnesia in this one. Maybe he forgets that he kidnapped her. And then he sets her free. Yep. What an inconvenient time to get amnesia. Okay. He sets her free, and then she decides to execute him. That's really funny on that one. I like that we can just have the amnesia strike at kind of the perfect time.
Queen beheads.
Queen beheads all men. Okay. This is going to be a little bit of a tougher one, I feel like. So here we have the knight and the baron. She's going to have to behead them both. Which means if we start... Okay. He doesn't like that. And oh, she actually turns them both down. Wow. But we can't have her execute them at the start because, yeah, they haven't done anything yet. So maybe if we have them start by killing each other, like if the Baron kills the Knight, But is she gonna know that? I guess that's the question. Okay. Cliff, throne. Execute. Oh, actually, wait. I know what it is. We're gonna have to have the Baron kill her. And then we revive her. And so now she... Oh, wait, I guess she has to, like, set the throne first? Oh, yeah, throne. Okay. And so now she kills the Baron. But then, how do we get her to kill the knight? Let's see. Well, if we put her right... Okay. He's not going to push her over the cliff. She's not going to push him over. So that doesn't help us out too much. Actually, wait, if we... Okay, she tells him no there. I wonder if we put the cliff now, does he push her over now? Oh. I was thinking like, after she rejects him, he might be so upset that he pushes her over, but he's too nice a person to do that. He is not going to push her over the edge. It's always pretty easy in these to figure out how the Baron gets executed, but for someone like the Knight, I will admit, it is a little trickier. Oh, actually, wait. I think I know what it is. If the Knight takes the throne first. Yep, and then... Only then does the Queen revive. Well, I gotta sneeze. Oh, okay, it went away. Sorry, thought I had to sneeze for a second. Yeah, I think, okay, so she doesn't look too happy. Like she doesn't want to share the throne. So I think that is maybe our key to this. Is that she, okay, yeah. She's like, sorry, I've got to be sole queen. I'm a no king kind of girl. A strong, independent woman. I don't need no king in my life to be happy. So that is that she actually executes the knight first, and then she executes the Baron. That one was pretty clever. I initially didn't think about having the knight sit the throne first, and it's so sad because look how happy and nice he looks in the bottom left panel. Like he looks like he's genuinely stoked about becoming king. But alas, it was not to be. Genesis chapter 10.
Eve rejects apple.
Eve rejects apple. Okay, so attempt. Let's say. Oh. I was thinking she might reject it, but I guess not. Okay. Judgment. So then the judgment is telling them not to eat the apple. But she still does it. Okay. More biblical rewrites here. She's still. I'll tell you what if... Oh, okay, Adam eats it too, though. Actually, wait, maybe if she eats it, could she... Okay, so then she gets taken out. And then she's like a pillar of salt here. Oh, okay, Adam still eats it. Oh, wait, I think I see. So if Adam eats the apple first, and then he gets killed, then she's going to reject it later. Okay. That makes not quite how I remember the Genesis story going, but it's close enough, you know.
God is happy at everyone.
God is happy at everyone. So let's say that Maybe he's happy at everyone because he gives them the verdict and they refuse. Oh. I guess they're always going to eat the apple almost no matter what. Attempt to revive. Oh, actually, you know, maybe they have to like eat the apple first and they commit the sin and then God judges them. Like they both get stricken down. But then they get revived. And so... yeah. Okay. So now they're like listening to the verdict. They're saying like, okay, God, yes, we will obey you from now on. But apparently that's not enough for God to be happy at everyone. Maybe God will be happy at everyone, like if they both reject the temptation. Because like after this, when Eve sees it, she's going to say no, and then if Adam is tempted again, he'll say no because he knows he got stricken down. And so then, yes, God is happy after that.
Adam
okay, that one made sense.
His love die.
Adam watches his love die. Oh no. Adam, get ready. This is going to be a rough one. Okay. First, we need to establish that they are in love. And then at that point, Eve eats from the apple. And then the judgment. Yep. Oh, okay. We only needed 3. Oh, because of him. I see. We could make the story a little more complicated. I don't think we need to, but we did have some more room to play with in that one.
Revenge.
Friedrich takes revenge. Do y'all see here, chat? Here is... oh, he refuses the apple. Interesting. I think that Friedrich might be based on a certain philosopher. Yeah, a certain German philosopher. Friedrich Nietzsche. Looks kind of like him. I wasn't expecting him to make an appearance in this game. But here we are. So if he takes revenge... Oh, wait. He takes revenge because Eve rejects him. Oh. Wait. He takes revenge because Eve accepts him and then she gets stricken down by God. Yep, God strikes her down. He gets his heart broken by God. And then, yep, he decides, okay, God, I'm going to take this gun. And you're going to get it. It actually worked! I wasn't sure if that one would work like that, but it did. I mean, he got his revenge. And that is our very biblically accurate telling of Genesis. Ooh, the King. The King, chapter 11.
Cyclic, mutually toxic love affair.
Mutually toxic love affair. Now, what? Yeah, it's kind of one of those chapters. I feel like they were almost running out of creative ideas until like the last just sprint of creativity. They were like, hey, like what if Nietzsche just like kills God? So it actually fits pretty well because of course the quotation "God is dead," which surprisingly I did not think of in connection to that until just now. But now I see, yes, why they picked Nietzsche as the philosopher there. Also, Blue Ice Cubes, hello. Late but woohoo. Yes, there have been some pretty strange stories covered in this game so far. A lot of them involve toxic love affairs and betrayal and death, and we just have to fit the components of the story together to make sure the blocks all fit in place. So this one, I'm thinking they start out in love, but then there's a fight. Yes, another really toxic, really nasty fight where many nasty words are exchanged. Then... cyclic... Oh! They get amnesia. Maybe they both get amnesia. So then they... they go back to falling in love, and then they fight again. See, the cycle completes, chat. You hate to see it. You hate when this happens, but sometimes it happens, and sometimes there are double executions as a result. Like this time, let's say the the queen and the maid have an oh no. The king and the maid have an affair. It happens. It happens to the best of us, you know. The queen sees it. Then she decides the king is going to meet his end at the edge of a grisly blade, and so is the maid. Going to tie up loose ends, chat. No half measures. The queen means business. Gotta respect that. Wait, this is Greece?
Roll.
Oh, yeah. I'm not too familiar with the plot of Greece, but I guess I wouldn't be surprised if one or maybe even more of these stories kind of mirror it in some way. 3 heads roll. Alright, so I'm thinking... Let's say if we start with the affair, if we know that's one way to get a head rolling. Okay, the king's not into dudes. And there's no other women here, so I guess that means we have to have the queen. Oh, the queen tells the knight no. Tells the baron no. Actually kind of tough to... Could the knight and the baron have an affair? No. The baron just wants to be king. And the knight wants the queen. The knight looks kind of sad when he sees the king and queen together, but I guess he's not scandalized because he realizes that they're married to each other. So alright, maybe we need to start with the kidnapping. Maybe he kidnaps the king? So then... Okay, the queen's still not going to get with him even after he kidnaps the king. But if we execute him, like maybe... Oh, I guess the queen... Oh, I see. The queen has to... The queen has to, see that he was... he was kidnapped by the baron, yep. So now... Queen... The queen decides to take out the baron. Oh. Wait, let's see. Wait, no, I tell you what, I think I just realized, chat. We gotta make the queen fall in love with the knight. Which means the queen gets kidnapped, and the knight saves her. Then she kills the baron, and then she has an affair with the knight. And the king sees that, and he doesn't like it. So now, he decides the knight has got to go, and so does the queen. It's a dark story. Only the king makes it out alive in this one.
Rags to royalty.
Rags to royalty, okay. So we have the king, the queen, and the maid. Rags to royalty. So what, maybe the maid kidnaps... Oh. Okay, the maid's not willing to kidnap them. It would be funny if she were. But I guess we have to start with the affair. So we see the king has an affair with the maid. And the queen doesn't like that. She executes the king. But then after that... Oh, actually, you know what? I guess the queen probably has to die because the king and the maid would most likely have to marry each other. I feel like that's the only way this one can work. So if we try that, let's see, is there a way we could get the king and the maid together? Actually, maybe we just say, like, okay. Oh, but he's not willing to marry her until the queen is out of the picture. I tell you what, if we have the king here, will he execute? Oh, yeah, he's not going to execute the queen. Not that easily, anyway. But maybe if the queen kidnaps the maid, right? And then the king, the king finds out. Well, at this point, now he has motivation. Yep. So now they are able to fulfill their loving relationship. Now they can live together as king and queen.
Baron rules alone.
It's a beautiful story sometimes, just the way it works out like that. Baron rules alone. So we have the king, the queen, and the maid. Well, we know that one way of taking people out is to... He even pushes the maid off a cliff. This guy is just... He's ruthless, you know? Like, there is nobody that he will not push off the cliff. Oh, but we don't have the throne room, so we... Okay. We can't just have him kill everyone, because then he has to marry into the power. Okay, I see. Okay, so gotta marry into it, which means that, let's see. Okay, the maid's not gonna kidnap him. Tale as old as time. Some of these really are. Love seeing the way everyone's brain works playing these. It is a fun game. Like, sometimes it's a little frustrating, but then, like, once the moment it clicks, it really does click. So, okay, Baron rules alone, and we know, okay, he just wants the he just wants the throne, but she's with the king. So I tell you what if he kidnaps the king? Will she marry him then? Oh, I guess she still loves him even though he's kidnapped, even though he's away. Which means probably if we have the Baron push the king off the cliff, I'm guessing it'll be the same result, but it's worth a try. Yeah, oh, actually, you know what? I wonder, maybe we have to have the Baron marry the maid. Oh no, it looks like she's not into him. She only likes the king. It was worth a try, though. So we can't have the maid ascend to the throne, because I don't think she's going to push the king off, or the queen off. Yeah, she's a loyal maid. I wonder, will she push the Baron off? No. She's not going to push anybody off. So yeah, I'm going to have to sit and think about this one for a second. This one's a little tricky. Baron... live. Or actually, wait, no, I tell you what. I think I figured it out. So the Baron first pushes the queen off the cliff. So then the king is left alone. Then he gets to marry the maid. And so then the maid is now queen. Then, let's see, after that, let's say the Baron kills the king. Then, I wonder, will the maid be into him? Probably not, but... Oh, she is! Okay. So now, time to bring back that cliff. Sorry, maid. You're going off the cliff, yes. Machiavelli. Fitting name for that chapter. Monsters. Chapter 12. Werewolf Cemetery. A lot of these chapters are kind of dark in their theming, which I kind of like for a game like this. Bernard drinks poison. Well, Here we have the poison. Okay, but he's not going to be motivated to drink it if we just put him right there. Forest. Let's see, does he love Juliet? Okay. He loves Juliet. But then... Oh, he turns into a werewolf. And then I bet Juliet either rejects him or he kills Juliet. Yep, because he's a werewolf now. But then he realizes what he's done. And like he comes across Juliet's lower half and realizes that he's eaten the upper half. How gruesome. Now that poison's going to be looking a little more attractive. Yep. Yes, Bernard. Sorry, Bernard, that was a rough story for you.
Pet comes back to life to enact revenge.
Pet comes back to life to enact revenge? Okay, who's going to be... I'll tell you what, do... Bernard... The dog is looking at them, but I can't tell what the dog is thinking. Like, is the dog... is the dog thinking, like, these two shouldn't be together? Like, this is an affair? Oh, wait, but I think I know what it is. I think maybe Isabel doesn't like the dog. Okay, but it's not... It's not pushing the dog, or she's not pushing the dog off, though. Dog looks unimpressed. Yeah, I mean... that's kind of the general feeling. Dog, Isabel, you could do better, girl. You ever worry about that, chat? Like when a dog looks at you and maybe the dog is thinking that you could do better than you're doing in life. Dang, scorned by a dog. Yeah, it's one of those moments that really makes you think, like, what am I doing with my life? Like, even the dog can see it. I can never hide from the dog's eyes. They're always there following me. So does Bernard push? Surely Bernard doesn't push the dog off. Okay. And Isabel doesn't push the dog off. I mean, she doesn't like the dog. The dog doesn't push either of them off. The dog is thinking Bernard can do better. Yeah, maybe that's what the dog is thinking. Honestly, I can see it, because Isabel looks kind of mean in this icon. Like, she's planning something. We have a revive down here, but somebody has to die before we can use it. We have the affair. I wonder... This is how the jealousy starts. Bernard starts having an affair with the dog. And Isabel is not happy about that. Or actually, no, wait, maybe he's just like a friend of the dog. Maybe my mind went to weird places immediately. But I think I'm starting to see how it works out. Okay. Yep, this is all making sense now. So then, Isabel... She still does not push the dog away. Okay, I thought maybe she would be motivated to kill the dog after she sees, like, oh, Bernard and the dog like each other. Okay, yeah, so I think for this one, yeah, we need Bernard the dog interacting. I'm actually a little surprised that she's not willing to throw the dog off the cliff. Doggy. Bernard furry confirmed. Oh no. But yes, indeed, that seems to be where this is going. I gotta have someone abuse the dog first. I mean, I think the only way, let's see, we could have like a second affair screen, but yeah, the dog doesn't seem like it has any particular feelings about them. Oh wait, maybe Bernard sees that Isabel's mean to the dog, and then they have like a fight about it. Okay, not on the cliff, but maybe here. Do they... Oh no. I think you're missing something at the start in addition. Yeah, it could be. Let's see. So something at the start. I mean, if I have them both on the cliff here, then nothing really happens. Maybe it needs to be like Isabelle and the dog. It's like the only two I can use right now until somebody dies are the Faire and the cliff one. So I can't use revive until there's a death. The cliff doesn't seem to have any possibilities there. I tell you what, maybe we should just have like the first 3 screens be, okay, everybody, each party sees the other 2 parties together. But then Bernard is okay, they're both having a good time on the cliff. I'm stuck on this one, chat. I will admit it. This is a rough one. Yep. And I'm sure once I see the solution, I'm going to be just beating myself up about it, about like how like easy it was. But I've got to admit, I really am and I don't think it makes a difference like which side we put them on, because they look at each other the same way. Right. Swap them around. Oh, you mean like this? Yeah, not a bad idea, worth trying. But maybe working backwards could help. Yeah, I suppose so. Let's see, if I... if I have the dog here reviving, and then... Dog is... like, those might be the last 2 panels, I'm thinking. But the first few... I think I'm gonna have to go to the guide again, Chad, I think. I think this is one of those ones where I'm gonna need to do the kind of embarrassing thing and just consult the video guide once more. See, what chapter is this again? This is... That comes back to life. Oh, Pet comes back to life to enact revenge. Okay. So it looks like this one... Okay, here's how the game is setting it up. Oh, I meant swapping the panels. Sorry, Blazecubes. I misunderstood your comment earlier. Yeah, swapping the panels. I do agree, that makes more sense. So it looks like what I was getting wrong is that we have to have this one first, but like without the dog. Not sure why the dog's absence matters, but then after that, we have this one where she sees him with the dog and is angry, is upset. But then after that, she... What? Didn't I have that sequence earlier where, okay, she... Like, now she's kicking the dog off it, but I will admit, I don't know why she's suddenly now kicking the dog, because I feel like... Didn't we have this order earlier? But anyway, so she kicks the dog off there, and then... At this point, okay, the dog revives, and now the dog is ready to chase her off the cliff. Might have to go back and rewind later and see if I really did have something like that solution at first, but that one's kind of strange, not gonna lie. Because like regardless of whether the first panel came first or whether this one came, it looked like she was equally pissed off in each case. But I will admit, I'm actually not sure why this particular order of panels is necessary as opposed to like some of the other ones that we tried. But whatever, we'll just go with it.
Gets Baron arrested.
She wasn't in love with him at first. You never had both panels together, otherwise not the right order. Oh, really? Do we never
comes back to
have her
to enact
have her
revenge.
loving him first? Okay, I guess I could see why that would be. That would be the key distinction there. Yeah, you never had both panels together. Always not the right. Okay, thank you, Blazecubes.
Queen gets Baron
Queen gets
arrested.
Baron arrested. We have the ballroom here. And okay. Yeah, they're not doing anything here. So the Baron, the detective, and the Queen. It's kind of funny when like you put them together expecting something to happen and then just like nothing happens. Also, I'm gonna get a drink of water, chat. This is a hydration check for you all too. Make sure to stay hydrated. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm thinking. Let's see. We should have the. I mean, maybe we don't need the ballroom at first. Like maybe it's just. Yeah, because the ballroom doesn't seem to be leading anywhere. We have the Baron arrest. Okay, maybe the Baron scares her now. And then after that, he takes off the disguise. Hydrate. Oh, I actually probably should get a hydrate command at some point. That's a good idea, Tylenol. Made me realize I needed to get more water, yes. It's always a good reminder, you know. Our bodies indeed need lots of water. So now I'm thinking the Baron, like, tells the Queen, like, aha, I really got you earlier. And then maybe, does she tell the detective? Oh, and then the detective... Oh, the detective realizes it. I see. Oh. Wait. Okay, the detective realizes it, and now he arrests the Baron. Yep. I gotta hand it to the detective. He really is good at using those fingerprints.
Cured of vampirism.
Curse of Vampires. Okay. We have Dracula, Mina, and John. That's John Harker there, the bottom right. Oh, cured of vampirism. I see. So maybe to start, we have the crypt, and Dracula's in it. Let's see, then in the night, okay, he's just over there. And, oh, interesting, the professor is kind of listed as a scene rather than a character. What is the crime? A succulent costume. Yeah, it's really not clear what the crime is. I think you're raising the key question about that previous story, Comey. Maybe it's not a crime in normal circumstances, but like when it's someone like the Queen, it's like, oh, she's so important. Like if you so much as offend the Queen or scare the Queen, then it's like off with your head. I get the feeling it's that kind of setting that we're dealing with here. But yeah, cured of vampirism. Actually, maybe Dracula goes to... Okay, so the professor uses the garlic, but I guess that doesn't cure him. It just sort of keeps him at bay. This is when we find out Axe is a space vampire. That look would go so hard, though, like a space vampire. That's a great look. You might have just given me a Halloween costume idea, Luddle. Space vampires. Yeah, watch out for space vampires, everybody. Like, if you thought regular vampires were bad, well, wait till they can follow you up even into space. So Jonathan Harker. I wonder, does John... Okay, John comes across the crypt there. Mina does, but neither of them can do anything, of course. So in the crypt, let's see, I guess if Mina and John talk to the professor... Okay, they don't really talk, they just kind of stare into each other's eyes awkwardly, so... I can't use that option. But I do still have the... Okay, the knight. Okay, he's going to... Oh, actually, wait, this kind of follows the story, because... In the story, Mina does end up kind of becoming like part vampire until she's cured. Sorry, spoilers, chat, for Dracula. Okay, so then let's say Mina goes to the professor. Okay, he uses the garlic. Let's say Mina goes to John. Oh. Oh, she's already like a full vampire, enough to turn John into one. If John... Okay, so he uses the garlic there. So now, okay, you can put Mina in the crypt, and Dracula, and John. Okay, you can put them all in the crypt. Not all at the same time, but we'll put at least 2 of them in the crypt together. And yeah, the professor's got that garlic, so I know Dracula can't get to him. Let's see, the knight. Okay. Look at the way they're looking at each other, like, yes, hello, fellow vampire. How do you do, fellow vampire? Now you have his garlic. Everything looks like pasta. There's truly a line that goes hard, Comey. Yeah, hard to beat garlic and pasta. Like, I know I mentioned earlier that I'm a big fan of peanut butter and crackers, but I might just be an even bigger fan of garlic and pasta. Spoiled sad. Oh, yes. Sorry, Lotto. If it's any consolation, though, Dracula is still a really great read, even knowing that detail. Yes, great example of epistolary literature, writing in the form of letters. But yes, very good book. So chat, I'm thinking now, okay, cure to vampirism. Like, naturally, this would involve the professor in some way. But part of me was hoping, like, maybe after Mina gets bitten, maybe, like, John gets a cure from the professor. But it looks like he's not actually gonna talk with the professor. He just kind of stares at him. Professor... Knight, and then... Okay, nothing there. Yeah, I haven't really experimented with the crypt very much. Oh, actually, wait, I bet I know what it is. Here we have Mina in the crypt, and then John discovers her. Now, after this, John talks to the professor and asks him for a cure. Right. And he gives him the stake to drive it through Dracula's heart. Now, this is the point... Oh. Oh, wait, that's right. John has to approach Dracula when he's in the crypt. See, Dracula's too powerful. You can't just approach him full on in the middle of the night. You gotta approach him during the daytime when he's asleep. And now we go back to Mina. Yep, now she is no longer a vampire because we killed the vampire who turned them into a vampire in the first place. So the cycle is complete. They can't bite in the crypt, I don't think. Yep, you were exactly right, Blue Ice Cube. The crypt was all we needed.
Monster is slain.
This monster is slain. Okay, here I'm thinking... Oh, all we have is Bernard and the Baron. Oh, but the disguise is making an appearance. Okay. So let's say that... Like, I don't think Bernard and the Baron are going to have much to say to each other. Yeah. First, we need the Baron to put on the disguise again. And now... he just loves... You know, I love that these are, like, his 2 defining qualities of the Baron. The fact that he really wants to be king, and that he loves scaring people by putting on this costume. It's just perfect somehow, you know? Yeah, there is nothing, you know, that really compares, I guess, to the joy of putting on a costume and just seeing, like, hey, like, what havoc can I wreak now that I'm wearing this costume? So now Bernard goes to the professor, and the professor gives him a gun. Right. So now Bernard's prepared. Okay. Monster is slain. Oh, the drag. Oh, we can make the werewolf die in that one too. That's interesting. Oh, that's right, because Bernard has lycanthropy. He's a werewolf. I'd forgotten about that detail.
Drama.
Drama. Chapter 13. So we are on... I think there are 2 more chapters, chat. We're getting close to the end. Close to the end of this game.
Praises everyone.
Mirror play. Okay. Mirror praise everyone. Let's see. Does it? Oh, it doesn't praise Katie. It doesn't praise. Oh, it praises Peachy. Okay. Does it praise Froggy? Oh, no. Okay. So then I'm thinking since Peachy is the one who is favored, I guess she... Okay. First we need the mirror to... to tell Haiti, though, no, this Peachy is the one who is fairest. And then, at that point, he's going to be motivated to push her off. Now, let's see what the mirror says. Okay, the mirror praises him. So now... Oh, her ghost scares him off. Okay. There's only one person left now who is the frog, yes. Nice, tidy little story.
Haiti murders father.
The mirror praises everyone.
Mother.
Haiti murders father and Mary's mother. Okay. Might have to get a little creative here. So if he murders his father... Oh, I guess Tiny is his father, maybe? It's Tiny... Okay. Like, they're in love with each other. Oh, but Haiti can be in love with them, too. It's like a love triangle that we've got going on here. I respect both pursuits. Yeah, it's it is kind of, it really humanizes him, you know, to think that it's not just King that he wants, but also, like, I feel like if it were just King that he wanted, then I would not respect him as much. Or if it were just the costume thing that he wanted, then he would just seem like a silly character. But especially like having them both together, it's just perfect. But I suppose you could say even either one on its own is arguably at least a respectable pursuit. But to me, the combination just makes it perfect. Let's just tie on to philosophy department dumpster. Now I'm the fairest of them all. A dastardly plan indeed, Komi. Yes. That's the kind of plans that we're dealing with in this game. It's like I said earlier, always got to be wary of the philosophy department dumpster. You never know what goes into philosophy department dumpsters. All kinds of strange and crazy books, maybe even strange and crazy ideas in some sense. That's where it all goes at the end. So Haiti murders father and Mary's mother. Okay. So we're getting some like Greek tragedy here almost. So Tiny... Okay, Tiny tells him, I am your father. Is that gonna... Like, since he's so hateful, like, his name is Hate... like, hate is part of his character. Oh, okay. He doesn't kill his father just for no reason. I am your father. Parent. Let's see here. So he's the father. I think probably the next thing we're going to need is the queen, or not the queen, but the wedding. So then, sorry, chat. I had to try it. I had to see if they would marry each other after that, but no, they're like, we're family. We're not gonna go this far. This is a little weird. So then, Haiti and Peachy, and then if I do like another way, will Peachy marry Tiny? Okay. Oh, I see. So instead of Haiti here, we need Tiny, and then Haiti gets his heart broken. And now this is where the cliff comes in. He's willing to kill his own father. And now, Peachy is, I guess, willing to marry him. It's funny, the answer to most of these puzzles you miss is... do they know? I suppose that is the missing direction of most of the answers. But speaking of puzzles that I'm missing, I'm a little confused now, chat, because this one says Haiti murders father and Mary's mother. Well, here we have Tiny telling him in the first panel he's his father. So we know Tiny is his father. And then we see in the bottom left panel, he murders his father. And we see in the bottom middle panel... Oh, wait, we haven't established that she's his mother. Okay. Sorry, there was that one missing component. Gotta complete the family tree, family dynamics. Okay, Peachy says to him, I am your mother. There we go. Oh, but then she's not willing to marry him. Okay. I'd forgotten about that. But you know what this one really needs is like an amnesia panel so that we could make Peachy forget that little detail. So murders father and marries mother. Okay. We can't have or no. I'll tell you what, maybe, what if we invert the order? Does that make a difference? So far it looks like it does not. Or actually, wait, hold on. I think I figured it out. At first, she is willing to marry him, but then she later realizes, because I guess she just forgot during the marriage day itself. She later realizes, I am your mother. Look at their faces too. This is just perfect. So that one, I guess my idea wasn't wrong. It was just the timing was slightly off. We had to have her just at first not remember, like, oh, I'm this guy's mother. Like, I can't marry him, but you know, so there was the morning after, you know. The morning after was when she realized, like, oh, maybe I rushed into this marriage thing a little too quickly. I should have considered the fact that this is my son.
Tiny murders brother to avenge his father.
Murders his brother to avenge his father. Okay. I'm thinking... Oh, this one says, I am your parent. Okay, so that means Greenie and Haiti murders his brother to avenge his father. It's a little tricky because... Oh, wait, murders his brother to avenge his father. There's only 3 characters in this one. Tiny, Greenie, and Haiti. I know you can't really see Haiti too well because he's behind me, but I'm thinking... If Tiny murders his brother to avenge his father, then I'm trying to think of who his brother might be and who his father might be. And also, like, if he murders... So his brother kills his father. Okay, right. So then let's just say that his brother... is Haiti, which must mean that Greenie is his father. So Greenie tells him, I'm your father. And also, I guess, for it to be his brother, Greenie would have to be Haiti's father too. So now we've established that they're brothers. And suppose that Haiti and Greenie get into a fight. Well, then after that, perhaps Haiti decides to push Greenie off the cliff. Now, of course, Tiny normally wouldn't know about this, but he decides to conduct a seance. And Greenie tells him the truth, after which Tiny decides to take out Haiti to avenge his father. The cycle is complete.
Haiti is murdered by his daughter.
Haiti is murdered by his daughter. Okay. This one we have Haiti, Peachy, Bluey, Tiny, and Greenie. Hope you can keep all that straight, chat. A lot of names in this one. Haiti is murdered by his daughter. So that means that Haiti is going to need a daughter here. And I think the only the only female is Peachy. So unless I'm reading, they all have beards, which makes it a little tough. But Peachy has a bow, at least. So I'm thinking Peachy is the only female here. We'll just go with her. So he's murdered by his daughter. We've established in that panel that she's now his daughter. But there's something he does that she doesn't like. Haiti, Peachy et al., University of Haiti. Yeah, as if you were trying to fit all the names to like a single citation or like half citation, then that's getting pretty close. So what does he do that she doesn't like? Oh, okay, I think we need an affair coming up. So then maybe Haiti sees Peachy with Blue. Okay, no, he likes it when she's with Bluey. What about with Tiny? Likes it when she's with Tiny. When she's green. Oh wait, we need to make it somebody that she's family with. So another family tree here. Haiti says to Bluey, "I am your father." Now, oh, except now they're not willing to go through with the affair. Okay. What about Greenie? Does she like Greenie anymore? No. Then yeah, Bluey. I think it's the same. Okay, it was worth trying them all, but now we know that that's not going to work. Perhaps, let's see, could... Okay, they all seem to like each other here. Cliff and Seance. Okay, so maybe we don't need another scene there. Oh, I tell you what, maybe if we do another family tree, I guess we might need a mother to be here. So like, oh well, Peachy's the okay. I am your father. Okay. Can we make like all of them the father? Like, is there any limit here? Tiny says to Peachy, "I am your father." Okay. I guess she's just willing to accept it. She can have like every character here can be her father. Haiti is murdered by his daughter. Well, I guess we might as well just try it just to keep it simple. Okay, so okay, she's not going to push him off the cliff immediately. We've got to give her a reason to do so. Is there anyone else that he pushes off the cliff? No. Okay, so I'm thinking that the affair has to be something that he... Oh, actually, you know what? I just figured out a cool little paradox. Let's see if we put Peachy here. Oh, it says, "I am your daughter." Okay. I was thinking it might say, "I am your parent," and we would have a case where they're each other's parents, but the game thought of that possibility. I am your father, I am your daughter. Okay. We probably don't need that second panel because it's basically the same thing. But it's okay, yeah, Peachy likes it when he's with Bluey. And then he likes it when she's with all of these people. Bluey, Tiny, and Greenie. He doesn't seem to have a particularly strong reaction to any of these. And yeah, none of them seem to have reactions to each other so far, so... Nobody's dead yet. So we can't do the seance. I really have to put on my thinking cap for this one, chat. This is one of those ones where The answer is indeed not very obvious at first. Because I'll just walk you through my thought process. My first thought was that if Haiti watches, let's say, Peachy sort of have an affair, or actually wait, maybe we need to establish that Peachy is Bluey's mother, and then so Peachy, and then let's say Tiny is Bluey's father. So that means I'm guessing we can assume that means that Peachy and Tiny are together, which means that if Haiti sees Peachy and Greenie, oh well. I was thinking if we have her be with someone other than Tiny, like Haiti would not approve, but it looks like he's okay with either of them. Looks to play on my own grandpa, Willie Nelson. Yeah, it's very much one of those moments. It's turning into one of those moments in this game. All these family ties. See, like, here's what I thought was going to happen is that, like, Haiti would realize, like, oh, she's having an affair. I don't like this. I'm going to take out the guy she's having an affair with. But he's, like, pretty accepting of it. I tell you what, maybe if we tell someone else, murdered by his daughter. What if we make Bluey? Okay, so now she has two fathers, Bluey and Haiti, and then let's say that so that means Bluey and Haiti are together. Oh, I guess because Haiti doesn't particularly mind seeing Bluey with anybody else. He's actually surprisingly chill about these affairs for somebody who is so hateful and willing to like kill at the slightest provocation in pretty much any other context. Yeah, chat. I'm not gonna lie. I think for this one, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to do the thing where I consult the guide again. Because this one, yeah, I'm just losing track of what it could possibly be asking for. Okay, it looks like this is what it is trying to get at. So the first panel looks like was right, is just establishing that Haiti is her father, that Peachy is the daughter. And then the second one, okay, kind of like I was thinking, is one of the affair screens where he sees Peachy, and in this case gets together with Greenie. Oh, wait, okay. I should have thought of this one. After that, though, he sees that Greenie gets together with Tiny. So this is where he doesn't end up liking Greenie very much. So now the wrath is there. Yep. And then the rest of it I think is pretty easy to put together. Or actually no, wait, not him, but Peachy sees what happened from the seance. And now Haiti gets his comeuppance. He's murdered by his father, but he was just protecting her. Oh, I guess that one maybe has multiple ways of doing it.
Tiny and Haiti wait forever.
Tiny and Haiti wait forever? Okay, well, let's see. They wait. Is it really gonna just be like repeating the whole thing until the very end? Only one way to find out, I guess. Just waiting for Godot. And yes, yes, it is! Ooh, we have a both leave and return option on that one. Haiti was just trying to be a good dad. No, it's tragic. Tragic when you put it that way. Drama. The final chapter! We are in the final chapter, chat. This is the last part of the game. Let's make it a good one.
Murders his wife.
Oh, back to Edgar. Okay. So, read him together with at least one of these women. Let's make it Lenora. It's so nostalgic seeing Lenora and Isabel and Edgar. The old gang back together again. So murders his wife. Let's see. So why would he be angry at one of them? No, he's not gonna drink the poison. But Isabel might. Oh, I tell you what. We see here that first... So yeah, now Isabel is... Actually, wait, no. Maybe we make her mad at Isabel. But then if she kills Isabel... Or, sorry, if Isabel kills Lenora, then it's not clear how that's helping us out. Might as well play around with it, though. But then, at this point, if she wants to kill Lenora, so then there's... Actually, I could make Edgar drink it. Seance? No. So then there's... Lenora dies. Okay. Now, maybe at this point, Edgar will be willing to marry... Oh, I see. He marries Isabella because he doesn't know, but then he does a seance later and finds out the truth from Lenora. Which means now he goes to the poison. And... Oh, wait. And Isabel takes a drink from it, and that is the end of her. Kind of a roundabout plot in that one.
Duke shoots detective to avoid prison.
Duke shoots... Okay, here we've got the Duke, the Duchess, the detective, and the king. Kind of the old gang again. The second gang in this game. Shoots detective to avoid prison. Okay. So then I'm thinking... So we know the Duke likes the gun, but he doesn't exactly take it up. Actually, we should probably see, yeah, what reaction does the king... Okay, the king has no reaction to the gun. Neither does the detective. The Duchess doesn't like it. It's so hard doing these when you don't have the butler. Because we can always depend on the butler to, like, take the gun and advance the plot by, like, killing somebody. I'm thinking... Shoots detective to avoid prison. So we know that the Duke has to do something. Something bad. Let's see, if we have him talking to the king, nothing happens there. Nothing happens there except he likes the Duchess. Actually, maybe if we have somebody witness this. Okay, yeah, the king doesn't seem to care, though. Oh, actually, wait. I think I figured it out. The Duke... Oh, now it's coming together. He sees the Duchess has hots for the king. So now, maybe he's giving that gun a second thought. Thinking, now this gun looks pretty good. This looks like something I might need. So back to the ballroom. And actually, I might need the detective to witness this. I'm not sure. But maybe I'll make the detective a witness. So now the detective shoots the king. After which... Oh, wait. Gotta change it to where the detective is now in the ballroom, and He chains the Duke? I thought the Duke was going to shoot him too. But it looks like not. So he doesn't shoot the detective in either case. Shoots detective to avoid prison. Actually, what? Maybe... Do I need to, have the Duke putting the gun back and then, like... then, like, taking the gun again just to ensure that he has it? Oh. But he's not gonna look... Okay. I was thinking, like, if I put the gun in 2 panels side by side, then maybe he, like, takes the gun again. So he'll have it when the detective tries to arrest him. No justice today, right. Sad when there's no justice. Okay, he's not going to shoot the Duchess. He has to shoot the King. And then, if we make the Duchess the one who witnesses it, then at that point... Is the detective onto him? No? Okay, she doesn't accuse him, she's just wary. Oh. So he's afraid of the King's ghost. I wonder, could I put the... Okay, the ballroom. So now, maybe, like, the Duchess talks to the detective? And, like, the King knows now that the detective is on to him. So maybe now the detective... I'm getting my characters mixed up. Maybe now the Duke knows that the detective is onto him. So now he shoots. There we go. Yep. See, that's what it looks like. So you can see behind me there. Okay. So that one, I'd forgotten that, yeah, the King has to be aware in some way of the fact that the detective's on. If the detective takes him by surprise, then it's too late.
Unfaithful husband punished.
Unfaithful husband punished. Seems like a theme in this game, people being unfaithful. So we have, let's see, the Witch, the Prince, and Snowy. The Kiss, the Forest, the Mirror, the Cauldron, the Wedding. Okay, a lot of scenes in this one. Unfaithful husband. Well, so we need there to be a husband. Let's see, could it be the Witch? I'm thinking it starts out with the Witch because she's most likely to punish him if he's unfaithful. Because, like, if it's Snowy, he might like Snowy too, but I don't think Snowy would punish him if he was unfaithful. So we'll start out with the Witch. Then, let's say in the forest, he encounters Snowy. And then the Mirror tells her that Snowy is the fairest. Of course, we need some way of finding out that... Actually, you know what? Maybe we have it be a kiss. So they kiss each other. And then in the oh, okay. I was thinking maybe, like, the prince would break down and tell her, like, hey, I've been unfaithful, I've been making out with this other girl, but, you know, I'm sorry, and then maybe she's so angry and she punishes him. But it looks like he's not going to confess. Yeah, I think we need something a little bit different for this one. Actually, I tell you, if we go to the mirror... Okay, not sure why a prince would ask a mirror who's the fairest of them all, but I guess if he does ask, it tells him Snowy is. Snowy is nice and flattered by the mirror's message. Cauldron. Could it be a cauldron there, I wonder? Actually, yeah, maybe now if we go to the forest... I was thinking maybe the prince would confess to the old witch because he doesn't realize it's the same witch as before. Or actually, no, you know what? I think maybe they need to, like, marry each other first. Oh. So it turns out he's not unfaithful to that extent. It's like he's willing to kiss her, but he's not willing to marry her. So you got to give him some credit at least. So we just have to think, is there anything that could motivate him to marry her? So maybe we need the mirror here, and then if we do the cauldron now. Okay, no, that's not gonna work. We need her to run into Snowy in the forest. So now that she's threatened Snowy, maybe the prince will, like, protect her? Oh, no. Still the same interaction there. Classic cheating. It is kind of, yeah, strange cheating. Like, he's willing to go some way, but not all the way. Which I guess is classic in its own sense. Like, if a prince were going to cheat at all, I feel like that's the most princely way to cheat. It's like, yes, my love, you are the true love of my heart, and I will even kiss you, but I cannot marry you. I'm already bound to another. Like, that feels like a very princely way to cheat on someone else. So then there's the cauldron. So Snowy's not gonna drink from it. And she's not either. I wonder if in her... Oh. So she can't cast spells, I suppose, unless she's in her, like, ugly witch form. If she's in her attractive witch form, I guess she's using all her magic powers to maintain her appearance. Faithful has been punished. Okay. So then, I wonder if after this... Actually, we probably don't need this panel either. So unfaithful... Maybe, at this point, like, he kisses her to break the curse. Maybe that's when she punishes him? Ugly people have magic powers, got it? Yeah, I mean... does seem to be the classic image of a witch. Like, the uglier they are, the more powerful they are. Even regular marriages. I promise I love you and I'll divorce my wife/husband. Oh, yeah, that's... that's unfortunate when people are like that. So now, maybe he's willing to kiss her. Okay. And then, is she going to punish him now, I wonder? I think this way would maybe save me one panel at least. If I make it... Okay, so he's not going to be willing to do anything with her in that form. And then they this doesn't make any sense because, like, they seem... I know y'all can't see too well behind my head, but it seems like they just kind of fall in love again. I mean, perhaps the best way of making it come out right would be, like, if we have her consult the mirror... Oh, okay, I guess now she knows that he's with... I guess the mirror is what tells her. So now she's gonna punish him. Okay, yep. Now she turns him into a frog. See, there you can see him in his frog form. Do have to kind of lower my head, I guess, a lot in this game for y'all to be able to see everything. Can y'all still see me, chat, somewhat? Are you getting an urge to give head pats now? Chat, I demand head pats from you all. I'm like one of those cats that comes up and approaches you and, like, you can tell the cat wants to be petted. This is like head pat mode for me. Anyway. Yeah, that one was a little bit harder than some of the others.
Knight and maid murder the monarchs and have an affair.
Knight and maid murder the monarch. Okay, so we have 4 characters: the king, queen, knight, and maid. Affair, kidnap, and cliff. I wish I could be a frog. Yeah, I guess being a frog would be kind of a sweet deal. They can like hop around and plenty of worse things one could be than a frog, I suppose. Head pats, head. Oh, thank you all for the head pats. Yes, I appreciate your head pats so much. So I'm thinking we have murder the monarchs and have an affair. Okay, well, let's see. If we start with the cliff, then okay, the knights, the maid isn't going to push them off unless there's some kind of instigation. See, could they kidnap either one? So the knight's not going to kidnap. Okay. I tell you what, though, maybe the well, it says knight and maid murder the monarchs and have an affair. So I almost feel like the murder has to come first, but maybe it's described a little misleadingly. Like, would the king push down the queen? No? Okay. I wonder, would the king push down, like, the knight or the maid? No. No, he's not going to do that. And neither of them are going to kidnap anyone. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking the affair probably is what we have to start with, then. Like, it's probably the only way that we can go on this one, is... Like, if we have the king, because we know he likes the maid. Actually... Okay, there the maid's kind of crestfallen, but not scandalized. But now the queen... You know, the queen hates the maid, so... Let's see, if the queen... kicks the maid off, then... Or actually, you know what? Maybe instead of... Maybe the queen just kidnaps the maid. Yep, I think I see how this is going. Then the knight frees her. Yep. So now... this is where they get their idea for revenge. Oh. Except the knight's too noble to take down the queen. Let's see, would the maid push the queen down? Oh, okay, yes, the maid's gonna do it! So the maid pushes down the queen, and then at that point, I suppose you could say maybe the... So there's the king and the maid are now able to have their affair, but that doesn't really help us because we need them to murder both of the monarchs. So we can see, okay, yeah, the maid is into the king. So ideally, we would get one of them mad at the king somehow. Okay. I was thinking maybe if the king and the knight have an affair, that gets the maid mad at the king, but I forgot the king is not into dudes. So the maid's not going to push him over the cliff. Maybe we need a kidnapping again? Like, neither of them, of course, would kidnap each other. And the thing about the knight is, I feel like... Oh, actually, the knight likes the queen. So that's important. The fact that the knight likes the queen. Okay. But I guess he doesn't like the queen after he finds out that she captured the knight. Or that she captured the maid. So the order in which they find things out is really important in this one, it seems. Seems like it's one of those ones where you have to put things in just the right place. Yeah, I'm thinking, chat. I'm doing my thinking cap for this one. I'm thinking that, let's see, if we have this one here, then... Oh, actually, wait, I think I might know what it is. Maybe the king has to set her free. And then she pushes the knight away. And oh, interestingly enough, it looks like the knight still is not particularly angry in this last panel. Like, I was thinking maybe the knight would... Because, like, in this first one, it's like he's thinking of the... Oh, wait, maybe he's, like, angry on the queen's behalf? Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, I guess that's probably what it is. So then she's here, the queen's here. Okay. Yep, we... Oh, actually, so, oh, now that we've got the king to push the queen off. Wow. Would the knight push the queen off? No, okay. Oh, the knight has to... I guess the queen has to still be alive for the knight to get angry at seeing the king have an affair. So, now that we've established that, now the knight falls away and... Now the... Okay. And have... Okay, so only one more ingredient now, chat, is that the knight and the maid, see, are together in the end. Yep, we've completed the story. Wow, chat, was that the last chapter of the game?
The ceremony.
The ceremony? Oh, I guess this is like a true ending type thing where if you get enough crowns, like enough alternate routes from the previous chapters, then you can do this final part. Which I don't think I'm going to do. I think this is probably a pretty good stopping point. Might have to come back to this later, though. I'm not sure if I will. But overall, I think this was quite cool. I like that this...
The ceremony.
Let's see. Yeah, Broken Hearts chapter. Oh, yeah, I see. It's telling me the chapters where I could find out a little bit more. But yeah, overall, I think that this game was quite creative. I like that it explores puzzles in kind of a different way from most other puzzle games that I've played. That's fair. Yeah, it's been, I guess, kind of a kind of a long stream, at least by my standards. Maybe not compared to the standards of some. I need to work on my streaming stamina. Maybe that's something that I will think of. But chat, one thing that I can tell you is that it's actually, let me go back to my just chatting screen here for a moment. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed that. I think that with puzzle games, as I said at the beginning of the stream, I often do struggle with them, but I have fun with them regardless. And it helps having you all here to give me ideas when my own ideas run out. So I think that probably that will be my last stream for this week. Again, there is a video that I'm quite close to being able to release. So maybe later tonight I'll work on editing that some more. And here in the next few days, should be able to post that. But I think that that's about all for today. I don't think I have any more announcements. So I will tell you, chat, that I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the evening, whatever it is that you're doing. And yeah, stay tuned for more announcements from me pretty soon. More on both what I'll be streaming next week and the video that I'm working on and beyond. Thanks for the stream. Good night, Axe. It was super fun. I look forward to... Oh, thank you all. Yeah, Blaze, Cube, and Laudel, and everyone else who was here. Always good to see all of you. No doubt about that. Good night. Let us know if you have any cat updates. Oh, right. Yes. If I have any cat updates, trust me, you all will be the first to know. So yes, I'll have to share the next cat update I have. Maybe that'll be like the start of the next stream. Yep. So see you all next time, and goodbye, everybody.
you